try to keep the score as close to actually my last 2 games I've done here. It's like 30 seconds later to score. I'm not sure why. But yesterday was a little bit better. Because I was working. Yesterday was a little bit better. Good morning, everyone. Cric Lane versus Skyy Strikers this morning. Both teams are playing for playoff qualification. Outfield's it's got some rain from last night. It's not bad. It should be drying up. Hopefully, in the next hour, the ball's gonna run. It's just infield may be a little bit slow, but I think it's gonna be fine. There's the umpires are walking on the field, and Cric Lane won the toss, and it looks like they're going to field. They're going to field, and we should have an exciting game. Ricardo Powell is a former West Indian player, is leading Cric Lane. So we should have a cracking game this morning. Par score today probably mostly around 165, 170 maybe. The boundaries are 65 yards, except the mid-wicket boundaries are closer to about 58, 59. But the long on, long off, backward square boundaries are all at 65. They're going to start from the bottom end this morning. Skyy Strikers are batting. They're going to face the first ball. Hopefully here in a moment they'll give me the Cric Lanes here, okay. As I said, the outfield is a little bit wet, but the sun's out, bright. No rain expected today, so there are going to be 4 games on this field, 2 qualification games, and then they'll have the two of the 4 quarterfinal games. We'll be going all the way up to close to somewhere around 10:30 tonight, and Skyy is facing Mark. Mark is batting. Not sure it's Mark Dial, I don't know. That's his name. It says Mark. Keenan is going to bowl. He's going to bowl him from the bottom end. And batsman's ready, and Keenan starts his run up and delivers the first ball. Short ball. Oh, ball just drops in front of the keeper, and it's a chance on the first ball. The keeper was back a few yards, and he didn't have a chance to collect the ball. So, short ball. Obviously, another wicket is shown that it's got the bounce, and we'll see how the batsmen deal with it. And it's gone for 6. Just pulls it across to mid-wicket. Again, Keenan bowled. Short ball. Batsman leans back and slaps it for 6 runs. Skyy striker is batting 2 balls and gets 6 runs on board. Second balls and delivers. Ball goes through the keeper. Runs for 4 byes. Ball was wide and high and went all the way through the keepers. Keeper didn't have a chance. Tried to collect to the boundary for 4. Score is now 10. There's going to be a lot of drying of the ball this morning because of the wet outfield. And Peterson gets the ball back, and he's going to bowl the 4th ball of the first over. Batsmen having a conversation about something in the middle of the pitch. Not sure what's going on, and everybody's running to this end. They're probably, why is everybody coming here for some reason? Don't know. Probably sitting here because the sun is on the other side. Not sure that's exactly the thing we should do the whole of the game. Everybody running across the field. Not sure what the delay is about. Oh, I see what's happening. They're talking about the metal stand is in the bowler's, is shining onto the bowler's line of sight. That's what they're doing. They need to move. They're gonna move this. They're gonna move the seating stand. So. So they've turned the stands down so that it does not, so the batsmen don't get a reflection into the side. You're gonna commentate?
Yes.
Oh.
Isn't he gonna set up another one? You go.
No, go. It's okay. You can sit here. It's a better.
Okay, thank you. So what am I hearing? I'm not hearing nothing, right?
Oh, it's off right now. How about now?
Check.
It's on now.
Okay, sit there, man. So you have one mic? So welcome back. We We apologize for the little bit of delay because of trying to move a sight screen out of the way. Or we're watching Keon Joseph, who's gone for 10 in the over so far. In fact, he's gone for 6. And we've seen a bye eluding the keeper. A good delivery here. Abdullah Saeed, he's one of the top players around. He plays it into the offside and there is no run. So, a big match here. Cric Lanes takes on Skyy Strikers. Both teams are looking for wins. Wins that will certainly put them in quarter-final mode a little bit later on in the afternoon. So a lot to play for in this game, and in fact in all the other games across the various fields, these are the deciding games. We've seen Abdullah playing a lovely shot for 6, but Keon Joseph runs in again from the box end. And a play and a miss ball way outside the off stump and called wide by the umpire. So things are on the way here. Skyy Strikers, a well packed up team that includes the likes of Dinesh Ramdin, Rayad Emrit, Bhaskar Yadram, the two players out in the middle, Abdullah Saeed and Mark Dial. They've been quite prominent in the American circles in the last couple of years, as in the case of Mark Dial. And so a well packed up bunch of players put together. Keon Joseph, having gone for 6 off the bat of Abdullah, has made some good comeback. And ball turned into the onside will allow Mark Dial to face his first ball of the match. And he will be on strike to Keon Joseph. Keon Joseph, a quality fast bowler, and having represented teams in the minor league. And we'll pick up all the details on that as Matthew has come into the box, and at the end of this over we'll bring Matthew in. So we're coming to you live from Bowland Park out in Virginia, and today is day number 4 of the Unity Cup. This is the second edition of the Unity Cup, and so far a little bit of a delayed start on the other ground, but we love your company. We hope you're enjoying the feed. And drop us a feedback here and there. So Keon Joseph has gone, well, this over has gone for 12, and Keon Joseph has gone for 8 in this over. He runs in now to bowl to Dial. Oh, Dial gets on inside edge. It doesn't matter how they come sometime, and they come back for a couple of runs. So at the end of 1, 14 on the board. Mark Dial and Saeed Abdullah out in the middle. He's on, right? So Matt, welcome to Unity Cup 2. I think this is your first Unity Cup, but you've been around the country all over the place doing commentary. Welcome to Bowland Park. You've been here before?
Yeah, great ground as well. Can have multiple games going on at once. This one just one of them, and should be a very interesting game. This Skyy Strikers, a very quality side, some quality names from both local and overseas cricket, and Cric Lanes as well. Got some very quality players and can fly a bit under the radar at times. Some of the names on the Cric Lanes team, but still a quality on both sides of the spectrum. So far the Skyy Strikers off to quite a healthy start, 14 off the first over.
Yeah, Matt, and look who has been given the ball, Stephen Wigg. You've seen quite a bit of Stephen Wigg, and who wouldn't, because Stephen Wigg featured in the New Jersey Stallions, who made the final.
Yeah, he's a wonderful bowler here, Stephen Wigg. This one is edged away. Might be runs here. Looks like they'll come back for a couple of runs. So runs continuing to come here. Abdullah Saeed gets a couple of runs to his name. But yeah, going back to Stephen Wigg, a very quality player, left armour. Plays for New Jersey Stallions, was among some of the top wicket takers, some of the breakout stars in the minor league tournament in terms of the bowlers. Been around the US setup as a net bowler and as reserve at times as well. So Stephen Wigg, his career has really started to go up the mountain. Very quality player around this region. And Abdullah works this one away. Protection out there coming around. Peels there from Cric lanes, but looks to be home. So a couple of runs again there to Abdullah Skyy. He goes up to 11. Takes a score up to 18 without loss.
Yeah, good start here from Skyy strikers. And they've done well. Both Abdullah and Mark Dial has given them something to really work with. So far, with no loss, seemingly in control, Matt, for the first wicket here. Stephen Wigg will come into bowl to Abdullah Skyy. Bit of a slower ball, good call, good running here from Mark Dial and Abdullah.
Yeah, they've gotten those twos quite easily here, Dial and Abdullah. So very quick start here, 19 without loss for the Skyy strikers. A healthy start, they'll take this, especially given it's two quality bowlers as well, Keon Joseph and Stephen Wigg. Still managing to go at 12.6 in the early stages here, the Skyy strikers, so they'll be happy with that without a doubt.
So domestic franchise tournament continues in the US. We've seen so many of them, Matt, and the tournament now rolls into Bowden Park. Mark Dial, the all-rounder, and he settled some weight for Stephen Wigg. This was gone for 5. This one's swatted down the ground. Runs here for Mark Dial. Good bit of work there by the man at a long on, but not good enough to prevent a couple of runs. And good shot from Mark Dial. Didn't time it well, but gets 2.
Good running continues as well. 3 twos in this over so far, and twos are quite essential sometimes to a batting team. Not if you can't get the boundaries, then twos are the next best thing. And so far, the Skyy strikers have done well in terms of getting the twos on the board.
They're going at 12.6 and over. You can't ask for something better than that. Well, you can ask for something better. Oh, up and over. And it's gone all the way. Big shot here from Mark Dial.
Yeah, very good looking shot there from Mark Dial. He's an aggressive player, and he's showing a glimpse of that right now. He's on 10 of just 3 deliveries. Dominic Ricky tasked with the job of retrieving the ball. A very good looking shot from Mark Dial. And a good start from the Skyy strikers continue here. Stephen Wigg being put under some early pressure.
The fact is, Matt, I'm pretty sure batsman who likes to play shots would love the opportunity to bat on this surface, a surface that carries good bounce. We'll have to wait and see. It's a batsman paradise if you like to play shot. You get sort of a tennis ball bounce on these synthetic turf. And so the likes of Abdullah and Mark Dial, who likes to play shots, would really relish opportunities to put on good score here. So we welcome you to Bowden Park, and this is day number 4 of the Unity Cup. We got interruptions yesterday because of the inclement weather, but the organizers will be hoping that they can get through today. The quarterfinal will begin later on in the day, and then of course the semi-final tomorrow and the grand final on Monday. Oh, ball into the onside. Runs here for Mark Dial. A ball hanging in the air for a long time, but well away from any of the fielder. Couple more runs to Mark Dial. It completes over number 3, and after 3 is 29 without loss. So Kian Joseph will continue. First over would have gone for 10, but we saw 14 off the first over. Oh, good slice on that one. Runs away for 4. More runs for Abdullah. He goes up to 16. Look at that. 33 without loss.
Yeah, runs continuing to flow here for Skyy strikers, and Kian Joseph not having the best of first overs. And he's not started well here again either. First ball going for 4.
Yeah, we made the point. While it might be a very good track for batsmen to play those attacking shots, the bowler, Matt, will have to get it right. There's very little margin of error here, as we have seen from that ball, just fractionally outside the off stump. And Abdullah helps himself for 4. A big swing and a miss. Doesn't go too well, goes through to the keeper. So both teams, Matt, similar record. Did Cric lose a game? I'm not sure. Not too sure if Cric have lost a game, but Skyy strikers have. We'll quickly look at the results of the Cric in a second or so, but relative to that, it's 33 on the board. Both teams packed up with some big name. Ricardo Powell perhaps leading the Cric squad. So ball skied in the air. Dominic Ricky is running backwards.
Skyy strikers aside, coming in with lots of overseas talent. The likes of Mark Dayal, Ender Simmons, Dinesh Ramdin, Ravinder Pal Singh, Ryan Emmerich, Tom Barber, as well as a mix of some of the local guys in Cric as well. A team full of local Americans from around the northeast: Dominic Ricky, Raymond Ramratan, Ricardo Powell, Stephen Wigg, Hiren Patel, Izzy Jagannath, Abhijit Kangura, Ishan Sharma, Raj Nanan, and Kian Joseph, and Ronaldo Mohammed. A lot of these players would have played minor league cricket, particularly for the New Jersey Stallions, likes of Ricky, Ramratan, Wigg. So some quite vastly different lineups here, so we'll have to see, will the local boys conquer, or will it be the overseas talent coming to Virginia and getting the win?
Yeah, made the point, a tournament that has certainly attracted its fair share of overseas players, and these days, Matt, US are beginning to hold their own in terms of talent. Here is Ronaldo Mohammed, speaking of him. Oh, swatted over the offside. With no doubt, that's gone for 4. In fact, the umpire is checking on that, but regardless of, in fact, it's gone downstairs. So, good looking shot of Mark Dial, and he hasn't allowed Ronaldo at all to settle first ball 4.
Yeah, not a great start for Ronaldo Mohammed. Mark Dayal taking a liking to that one, goes up and over for 4. A good start for Skyy strikers. Mark Dayal, 17 of 7. He's looked very good today.
So yes. Mark Dayal, Matt, way before you were born. Oh, that's a similar looking shot, a little bit more squarer. And we'll have to wait and see. A couple of big shots here from Mark Dayal. 1-4, 1-6. Not a good start here from Ronaldo.
Yeah, early pressure. There's been pressure on all of the bowlers. We saw Kian Joseph get his fair share of hits. Stephen Wigg went for 15, and then Ronaldo Mohammed coming in and has given up 2 4s to his name.
Yeah, the umpire has rescinded that decision, and everyone is suggesting that the ball would have gone for 4. Always tough on the umpires. They don't have the advantage of the referral system here at all. I'm pretty sure in years to come, local cricket will have them, Matt. But for now, a couple of 4s up the bowling of Ronaldo. Not a good start, but a good start here from Mark Dayal.
Ronaldo Mohammed plays quite frequently in the New York area for Atlantis. Comes here with the Cric team, a quality lineup. And Ronaldo's quite a good bowler, but Mark Dayal has not allowed him to settle. 2 boundaries of the first 2 balls. Magdayal 21 of 8 deliveries. A flying start. And don't forget about Abdullah Saeed at the other end, 17 of 12.
Yeah, this is a very good start here for Skyy Strikers. They badly need a win today. In fact, both teams. A win will put them in contention for quarter-final mode. So far, they're off to a very good start here, Skyy Strikers. Perhaps one of the best ball in the over so far. In fact, it has gone for wide, so this one will have to be rebowled. So certainly not a good outing here for Ronaldo in his first few balls.
Yeah, he's given up 9 runs and just 2 legal deliveries. Not a good sign.
So I was making the point of Mark Dial. Mark Dial certainly comes from a cricketing family. His dad would have played first class for Trinidad and Tobago way back, perhaps in the 80s. This one swatted into the onside. It's gone a long way, and without a doubt, no checking on that. That's gone for 6.
Very good looking shot. A cracking sound of the bat from Mark Dial. And Ronaldo, pressure continues to build on him. 15 runs off the over so far. Short of 1 of Mark Dial. Gets rid of that one. Out of the playing area and all the way for 6. 50 comes up for the Skyy Strikers in just the 4th over.
Yeah, massive start here from Skyy Strikers. Mark Dial, look at that. He's gone up to 27 from just 9 balls. And Abdullah, he's on 17. Big start here from Skyy Strikers. Oh, throw the offside. He eludes the man at cover. And Raj Nanan off the cover boundary makes a bit of a cleaning up. 52 on the board. So very bright sunshine here. Big cricketing events all across the United States. In fact, today up in Musa Stadium, Scotland takes on the US. .52 here. This is the 4th day of the Unity Cup, 2nd edition of Unity Cup. This match pits Skyy Strikers against Cric Lanes. Cric Lanes haven't lost a game yet. They've played 1. They have won 1. And on the other hand, Skyy Strikers have played 1. They've won 1 and lost 1.
They've lost 1. They haven't won any. Lost the only game they've played so far.
Oh, good delivery here, but we'll get a single as Abdullah. Certainly not in control, and they come back for a couple of runs now. So what should have been 1? A little bit of ambling, a little bit of not too speedy work here from Keon Joseph. Allowed the batsman perhaps, Matt, for an extra run, 54.
Expensive over this, very expensive from Ronaldo Mohammed. 18 coming off the over. But on the other hand, you've got to say some quality striking here from the Skyy Strikers. Saeed and Magdayal have wasted no time getting that run rate up. Well, that's a surprising one there from Ronaldo Mohammed. Finishes a very tough over with a good ball in the end. 54 without loss on the end of 4.
So we're back with the cricket. Want to thank you for joining us. I hope you're enjoying your Saturday morning. We're just about what? We're just about 8:37 in Virginia. That's the eastern part of the United States. Wherever you're watching from, whether you're watching from a different time zone, I want to say good morning from Virginia in the US. As Keon Joseph, Matt, It seems like the captain will give him a long run here this morning. 2 overs, no made, none for 17 will continue to bowl to Mark Dial. And Dial has been quite impressive this morning.
Yeah, very good player is Mark Dial. But he's had his fair share at the CPL level and still does play at the CPL level. And has enjoyed a bit of success there at the CPL level as well. So a quality player is Mark Dial. Short to one from Keon Joseph. Can't get any bat on that one.
Matt, you followed a little bit of the CPL. I shouldn't say a little bit, but just enough. Mark Dial would have played for a couple of franchises, I think. I know one time he was with Zooks, St. Lucia Zooks.
Yeah, he's spent most of his time with the St. Lucia Zooks in recent years, but a while back would have also spent some time with the Trinidad and Tobago Red Steel before they became TKR as they're known now. He's gotten the Skyy Strikers off to a good start and some early pressure on the Cric Lanes bowlers. Keon Joseph runs in. Oh, and a good shot up and over from Mark Dial. And they will go for 4. So another boundary here, the runs keep flowing. Mark Dial goes up to 32. Very good looking shot up and over.
Yeah, Mark Dial relishing the opportunity during the course of the power play session to really go over the infield. We're still in that session in which only a couple of fielders could be out of the 30-yard circle, and those fielders, as we look onto the field, one at wide third man and someone over can't pick up the other man. Oh, again, big shot straight down the ground this time, and they'll come back for a couple of runs. Good looking shot from Mark Dial, batting with very positive intent, and so far look at that, 60 on the board.
Yeah, not looking good here for Cric Lanes early on. Bowler's not really doing the job. Still a quality bowling attack from the Skyy Strikers. Still some good bowling to come. We've seen Keon Joseph, we've seen Stephen Wigg, we've seen Ronaldo. Haven't seen Raj Nanan as yet, a quality spinner. Same thing with Raymond Ramratan. And then we also have Yash Kangura, who can bowl some overs as well. So still a good arsenal of bowlers still to come for Cric Lanes. Perhaps waiting for the power play to finish and then bringing the spinners on. Mark Dial, it's in the air. Might land safely, and it does land safely.
So Mark Dial continues to carry the fight to the bowler. And I made a point, Matt, he's riding his luck. Ball in the air for some time. Nothing wrong with that once you're getting runs, but just lucky enough to get away from any of the fielder. This one in the air for a very, very long time. Fielder came around, was not too sure where it was gonna drop, but in the end, a couple more runs to Mark Dial. Kangura is the man. And Matt, we'll have to make the point that Sai Mukamala, who would have been a part of the Cric Lanes squad, has been called up for the US ODI opening game today. Whether or not he will play, we'll have to wait and see. But he's in that squad. Pulled into the onside and gone into the bushes off the bat of Mark Dial.
Another good shot, another short ball from Keon Joseph, and anything short the Skyy Strikers have put away. Mark Dial flies up to 42 of just 15 deliveries. Another good hit, and this one has gone a long way over the fence and into the bushes for 6. So Keon Joseph getting some bit of willow here today. 2.5 overs for 31, courtesy of Mark Dial for the most part. Very good knock hit from him so far. And a very good start here for Skyy Strikers. Can't ask for much better.
Yeah, ball slammed into the bushes, and I know you viewers cannot see what has happened here. The delay is caused by one of the popular sites in US cricket to see the ball go into an area in which you can't find it. Isn't that popular? Is it popular in New York when the ball cannot be found?
Definitely.
Which grounds? Which grounds is the most you've seen lost balls?
any ground that has bushes surrounding it will definitely be a concern. In which case, bowling specifically to that boundary where Mark Dale is hitting to. Lots of bushes surrounding it, so once you get into the bushes nearby the fence, then that'll make it quite tough.
A couple of grounds in New York certainly comes to mind. The cage out in Queens. Certain section, if a ball is really struck down by the road ground, and that's the Foch Boulevard end, you can consider that lost. Then of course we've got Gateway. Several balls will get lost in those bushes. In fact, if Mark Dial was to have played a shot like this on a venue like Gateway, would have been take some bit of searching. And so as we have seen from the earlier part of the game, the sun beating on the stands at the far end does present a bit of glare problems here, man. It's no wonder that the batsman had to have the bleachers turned around to the other side. So you're not missing any cricket. The only thing we have missed so far is Mark Dial striking the ball well, and he gets ready to face Keon Joseph, who's gone for 14 in this over. To the offside, Ram Ratan comes in, and he's noted for that, and he has come up with a very good catch. Mark Dial finally goes, and they had to take a very good catch from Raymond Ram Ratan.
Very good fielder is Ray Ram Ratan. On this one, Mark Dial looking to go aggressive again. This time doesn't get hold of it. Raymond Ram Ratan diving forward takes a very well judged catch, and Keon Joseph. It's been quite a hard day for him. 3 overs for 31, but he's picked up the wicket off this last ball of the over. Mark Dale goes, and is that the wicket that the Cric Lanes need to just get themselves back into this game? It's 68 for 1 after 5.
Looks like Ramdin. So Mark Dial falls for 42. It appears Dinesh Ramdin has come to the middle. A player who's played at the international level for a very, very long time, Matt. He's played everything. Tests, ODI and T20 international for the West Indies, and he comes in here. Quality batsman, but more importantly than that, he brings to this Skyy Strikers team a wealth of international experience, and a man who would have led the West Indies on a briefly at the international level. So he comes in here to join Abdullah. And you look at the scorecard, you're still up to 68 for 1, still a very healthy start. Would have taken the catch of Raymond Ram Ratan. Isn't he a quality all-rounder, Raymond?
Haven't seen him with the ball yet, but I've seen him in the field for sure. Coming up with a very good catch, and I don't think it'll be too long before he gets the ball in his hand. We'll see if he can perform with the bat. Raj Nanan into the attack. Straight away appeals, and this is a very quality bowler here, Raj Nanan. Plays very top-level cricket in Guyana, and also plays quite a bit here around the New York, New Jersey area. Played for the Manhattan Yorkers in minor league cricket, was a quality bowler. In the air, and it was straight back at him. Tough chance, but perhaps still a chance there from Raj Nanan. He's a good fielder. that case, not quite sticking.
Yeah, quality bowler. We've seen a lot of talent here from the New Jersey based franchises in minor league. We've seen Stephen Wigg, we've seen Raymond Ramratan. Sai Mukamala is not here, but now we see Raj Nanan, Hiran Patel, the keeper, Easy Juggernaut, who would have been part of the Manhattan Yorkers lineup, Kangura, another minor league player. And of course we've got Jesse Singh, Dominic Ricky.
Watching a lot of his Stallions teammates from the other side of Skyy Strikers. To add to that list, you've got someone local to the DMV area, Ishan Sharma, as well, a top youngster, plays for DC Hawks, well known around this area. You've got that mix of experience as well, the likes of Dominic Ricky, Ricardo Powell. So I think all around a very solid lineup. Keon Joseph, someone that has played at the Guyana national level, played briefly at the CPL level for the Amazon Warriors as well. So you've got new talent, you've got fresh talent, and you've got experience as well. Quality over this from Raj Nanan, just slowing things down now after that dismissal of Mark Dayal.
So 86 balls to be bowled. We're just about a couple of balls that will certainly bring the power play session to an end. Abdullah has batted well, straight down the ground, and it doesn't get better than that. Abdullah for 4.
Very good shot. Just making the point, it was a good over from Raj Nanan. Abdullah Saeed takes that one straight down the ground for a boundary. He's still going strong despite the loss of his partner Mark Dayal. I think it's important for him to continue going strong, so that way the run rate is still healthy with the dismissal.
So they're going at 12.6 and over. This is a lot of runs in the context of T20 and certainly the power play period. It's a lovely ground here at Boland Park. I haven't been on this one actually. I've been on the one on the top of the hill. But that one is a bit of a delayed start. I think that's the game that we would have seen, Clarion County Asia United, Matt. Ball flicked into the onside from Abdullah Saeed, and it will run away for 4. So good looking shot from Abdullah. He picks up another boundary. That completes the power play session, and after 6 is 78 for 1.
Abhijit Kangura or Yash Kangura into the attack. Another young talent from the northeast, plays for the Philadelphians in minor league cricket. Very versatile player, can bowl, can open the batting, can bat lower down in the order. So quite a versatile player, a handy bowler as well. Plays off well, grabbed it, not score. Just trying to pull things back now. The Cric lanes, Powerplay's done. They've got that wicket of Magdayal. We've seen a decent over from Raj Manan, just getting a boundary off of the last 2 balls. And we will be looking to get a good over in, try and limit the amount of runs coming here for the Skyy Strikers. Start any minute now. Not really a delayed start on the second round, it's just that match was supposed to start an hour after this between Stallions and Clarion County Asia United.
So a lot to play for, certainly in the sort of like the final round in the regular round robin stage, Matt. And then of course we get to the business end of what has been a successful Unity Cup so far.
Something that must be playing on the Skyy Strikers' minds must be the NRR.
Sorry.
Given that
It was a bowling, that's why.
if
I don't want to come in the
they
line.
are to win this game, the Skyy Strikers, that would leave all 3 teams tied up with 1 win to their name. Cric Lanes would have won against the Florida Scorpions. Florida Scorpions would have beaten the Skyy Strikers, and if the Skyy Strikers win this one against Cric Lanes, it'll be 3 teams tied up with 1 win, and it'll go down to, I'm sure, net run rate to decide who goes through. So Skyy Strikers, they must have that in the back of their mind. They say, if we've got to win this game, we've got to win it big. And Magdayal and Abdullah Skyy have definitely gotten them off to a good start. Magdayal is no more, but still 12.6 and over, 80 for 1. London plays this one away for a single, so a good over this from Yash Kangura. Gets Abdullah Saeed back up to strike. He's on 28, scores at 81.
Yeah, very good start here from Skyy Strikers. They have assembled a very good squad, Matt, and as we have seen so many of the US domestic tournament, the popular thing is to bring in some of the top guns. And who are the top guns? Some local players and of course some big overseas. Just want a chance of a run out, and in the end Ramden makes it home. Hit a 3 on the board, and you look around with the Skyy Strikers squad, some big international names in that lineup. Of course, Dinesh Ramden, the man on your screen, he's one of them. Then of course Lendell Simmons is part of the lineup, and the question is, Lendell is batting in the middle today.
Yeah, I was expecting to see him opening the batting, but we saw Magdayal and Abdullah Saeed, but they gave us fireworks, so can't complain. And I'm sure the Skyy Strikers won't be complaining about the opening stand by Magdayal and Abdullah Saeed.
It's very sunny here in Leesburg, Virginia. Not too far from the Leesburg Executive Airport. Ball cut away by Abdullah. Only a single, a ball sort of like half stop from what appears to be Keon Joseph. So far still Skyy Strikers up to a very good start. They're going at almost 13 runs and over. You can't complain from the progress that they have made so far. With still some ways to go. 79 balls still to be bowled. Good shot here from Dinesh Ramden.
Yeah, gets the outside edge and he'll run away for 4. So 89 for 1 at the end of 7 overs. It was looking to be a not too bad over from Kangura, but again the Skyy Strikers just getting that boundary to close things off. Still going at a healthy rate.
So the action continues. Abdullah on 29 from 20 balls. Raj Nanan returns for his second over. Oh, swatted into the onside, giving the fielder a chance. Has he taken the catch cleanly? Well, he's taking the catch cleanly. We'll have to wait and see, but the umpires has given Abdullah out, and I think rightly so. That catch was well taken inside the backward square region, very close to the boundary. But Matt, from what we can see here, it's a fair catch, and Abdullah has to go 89 for 2.
Yeah, it looked to be just inside the fielder there, Raj Nanan, into the wicket's first ball into his second over, and gets rid of Abdullah Saeed. So now a couple of wickets down here for the Skyy Strikers, and Cric Lanes must feel that slowly and slowly working their way back into this game.
So well judged catch from the man at backward square, held on to the ball, hadn't too much of real estate to work with, but he held on. First of all, he held on to the catch mat and made sure that he stayed within inches of the boundary. Might have been Ricardo, might have been Ronaldo Mohammed, Matt. We'll probably check on that, but 2 wickets down now, 89 for 2. We'll wait and see. Is that Lendell Simmons who has made his way to the middle? We'll confirm that.
To Lendell Simmons, and starts off very well. Simmons defending.
So 89 for 2, 76 balls remaining. They're going over 12 runs and over.
And yes, it was Ronaldo Mohammed taking the catch.
And for our viewers who are, oh, Simmons comes down the track. He's offering a chance, so into the hands of the fielder, and he puts it down. So Simmons gets off the hook, and not only that, the ball has gone away for 4.
Yeah, dropped on 4, and it's Lendell Simmons' second ball. It's Izzy Jaggernaut by the looks of things that has put it down. He's a safe fielder usually, is Izzy Jaggernaut, and in this case, putting that one down, and it went for 4 as well. So Lendell Simmons is handed a life.
So a bit of fielding change. Raymond Ramratan has gone out to the deep. Raj Nanan would have induced an opportunity to get the wicket of Lendell Simmons. 93 for 2. Lendell Simmons, Matt, is not the type of batsman that you would want to let off the hook so early in the innings. We know his exploit, having played at the international level for several years. He's a top quality batsman. Ramden comes back into strike. It's 94 for 2. So Nanan continues to bowl well. Would have picked up the wicket of Abdullah. We saw a good catch from Ronaldo. We saw Lendell Simmons batting at number 4 today, along with Dinesh Ramden out in the middle. And one wonders, Matt, in terms of numbers, how many matches Dinesh and Lendell would have played together, having come from the Twin Island Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. So 8 overs gone, 95 for 2. And that's the latest score here at Bowling Park. So Kangura continues. Ball steered into the offside. That's a good delivery. Ramden can't score this time. Score remains at 95 for 2. If you're just joining us here, Skyy Strikers batting first against Cric Lanes. We saw a good knock from Mark Dial, 42 off 16. He was the first man to go. And not too long ago, we've seen Abdullah Said 29 off just 21 balls. He fell. And now you're watching two former internationals, in fact, two internationals out in the middle. Oh, cut away. Lovely shot from Dennis Ramden. And it scurries away in a very fast outfield for 4.
And going back to your point you made in the last over about how many cricket Simmons and Ramden would have played. Obviously would have played with each other quite a bit for the Trinbago Knight Riders. And also, if you look back at 2015, they would have both been in the Guyana Amazon Warriors side as well. And now here they are playing for the Skyy Strikers. So from Guyana to Trinidad to the United States, Ramden and Lendl Simmons, doesn't seem they can be separated.
So 99 on the board, Skyy Strikers. And they pick up 100 here. So that brings up the 100 here off the bat of Dennis Ramden. He continues to bat well. 100 on the board, 100 for 2. The applause comes up.
Yeah, the 100 has come in just the 9th over. And that's always how you want to gauge yourself in an innings. You always want to see when do you bring up that 100. And once you get the 100, how much have you left yourself to push on? And in this case, they've left themselves plenty to push on from still 69 deliveries left. Just a loss of 2 wickets, so still the going is good for the Skyy Strikers despite the loss of their openers, Dayal and Abdullah Saeed. Still some quality. Simmons, Ramden out there in the middle, Ravinder Pal Singh, Bhaskar Yadram. Jesse Singh is quite handy with the bat as well. So still batting to come.
Matt, what we have seen from the bowling perspective, they've pulled things back a little bit. I mean, a couple of overs ago, they were going at 13 and 14 runs and over. You look at what has happened in the last 2 overs or so from Kangura and Raj Nanan. As in the case of Raj Nanan, he would have picked up 1 had Lendl Simmons dropped. And so with that, we've seen the scoring rate come down fractionally. So good over here from Yash Kangura. In fact, comes to an end. And look at that, just 5 runs off the over, considering the general run rate has been 11 and 12. That's a good quality over here from Kangura. So 9 gone, it's 100 for 2.
Stephen Wigg is back. We saw a very good over from Yash Kangura. In fact, the best over of the game in terms of scoring rate, just a 5 off it. And we saw just before that a very good over from Raj Nanan going for 6 on the wicket. Stephen Wigg will be looking to get another good over in. His first over didn't quite go to plan. 1 over for 15. But still a quality bowler, and in this stage of the game, the power play's over. The big threat of Dayal and Abdullah is gone. And the Cric Lanes, Raj Nanan and Kangura have just started to pull things back a bit, so he might fancy his chances here to get a good over in. So Ricardo Powell
Certainly, Matt, with the wealth of experience that he has, having a word with Stephen Wigg, and now Stephen Wigg gets a release. And will come in from the very end that he would have started from the far end of the ground. And will come into bowl to Dinesh Ramdin. Ramdin is on 15. Oh, flicked away. Good looking shot, but well placed fieldsman there. That's Jaggernaut, and there's no run. So very important games for both teams. This match, as you have made mention, Matt, this will probably determine who goes through probably to the quarterfinal stage. So much is at stake in this game.
Good start this from Wigg. Dot and a single. And Simmons on strike, still new to the crease, just the 6 balls, 5 runs to his name. 64 deliveries remaining. Skyy Strikers run rate just starting to fall away a bit, but still going at 10.8. The benefits of having a flying start. Simmons guides this one down to Kangura. Picks up a single, gets Ramdin back onto strike.
Yes, Matt, we've seen the run rate gone down here for Skyy Strikers in the last few overs or so.
Yeah, and you can look at that one if you can see it. The Skyy Strikers, they've gone very downhill. They were going up, and then things just started to spike downwards.
So another single here to Ramdin and I've got to say to Simmons. Both of them had to contend to some very good comeback bowling here from Cric Lanes. They'll be hoping that they can, first of all, get some wickets here, Matt. It's still 103 for 2. But they've pulled the game back in the last 18 or so balls, and this one is another quality delivery here from Stephen Wigg. Quality bowler, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Definitely one of the shining new faces of American cricket. And you've got to feel is quite close to the US setup. Would have been called up as a net bowler. Would have travelled with the team, I'm sure. So I'm sure he would have learned a lot.
Saw him in New York a couple of years before he ventured on to the minor league stage. And weren't we impressed with him?
Yeah, we definitely were. We saw him at a local tournament in New York and he impressed. Little did we know he was going to be quite a surprising and quite a talented bowler at the minor league level. So it's 10 overs completed, we're at the halfway stage of the innings. And it's Skyy Strikers, 103 for 2.
So Kangura will continue, and so we're talking about numbers, but I think the viewing audience will probably want to know what has happened. So at the end of 6 there were 78 for 1, at the end of 7 there were 89 for 1, so that was an 11 run and over.
And then things started to go downhill from there.
Ball cut away here by Ramdin. Will only get a single, yes, Matt, and give us a sense of what has happened in 3 overs.
So at 7 overs, as you mentioned, they were 89 for 1. At 8 overs, they were 95 for 2, so just a 6-run over on the wicket. At the end of 9, they were 100 for 2, so just 5 runs off of that over. And then at the end of 10, they were 103 for 2, so 3 off the over from Wigg. So some very good comeback overs here in the middle from the Cric Lanes. And now a solid start from Kangura, a single and a dot to Lendl Simmons.
Yeah, very good comeback here from Kangura and Stephen Wigg. We saw during the onslaught of so many runs scored, Ricardo Powell, who's playing a very key role in mobilizing the troops here, having some chat with some of the bowlers. Slower ball to great effect, ball outside the off stump. This has been a very good over here from Kangura. And the fact is, Matt, he's bowling to two internationals. Lendl Simmons is still one of the best in the business in the world. Kangura is doing well.
Yeah, Lendl Simmons can strike a ball and can strike it hard. And Kangura has done very well, and so has Rajan Anand and Stephen Wigg, who have pulled things back a little bit in the overs they have bowled. And a single tier to Simmons gets Ramdown strikes, and just a 2 off of this over from Yash Kangura.
So Lendl Simmons has also played in the IPL, Matt, at some point. 29 IPL games and 68 T20 international. Then of course a long list of IPL matches. So a man who has gone around the world. And he has not only gone around the world, but he has done well in the shorter version of the game. And of course,
would have had a lot of success with the Mumbai Indians in the IPL a few years back.
Yeah,
Most of his IPL career there.
Yeah, he's done well, and you're talking about the Mumbai Indians when they were one of the top teams. So we're watching Kangura to Simmons. Simmons gets a good bowling here from Kangura. What a comeback they have made along with Stephen Wigg. So 11 gone. It's 107 for 2. We're coming to you live from Virginia, and this is the Bowling Recreational Park. When we return, we'll introduce our third commentator of the day. Jay is in the house, and so that's the latest here. 11 overs gone. It's 107 for 2. So Lendl Simmons latches onto this one. Stephen Wigg. We were making the point not too long ago. Commentators curse as we welcome Jay into the box. It's 111 for 2. Good shot here from Lendl Simmons.
Yeah, good shot indeed. You guys were talking about Lendl Simmons, the experience today. He's played all around the world. Simmons. So 111 for 2. Skyy strikers, they're looking good. Ready? Your take on the situation?
They've batted well. In fact, we saw during the course of the power play session yielded some 78 runs just for the loss of 1 wicket. Mark Dial was very aggressive, batted extremely well along with Abdullah Saeed. And so the likes of Lendl Simmons and Dinesh Ramden, they're really benefiting from a good stage set by the openers. We were just making the point not too long ago that both Stephen Wigg and Yash Kangura had pulled the game back to an extent. An extent meaning they were going at 14 runs and over. We saw some good spells from Stephen Wigg and Kangura, who brought the run rate down to about a manageable 10 runs and over. But since you came into the box, we've seen a couple of big shots here from Lendl Simmons.
Yeah, and both these sides, top sides really, both the Skyy strikers and Cric playing. So it's a good game we have on our hands. Exciting here. Skyy strikers, they do bat deep. We saw that in the league stage game against the Florida Scorpions, which they lost by 2 runs, and now here they lead away near the qualifying with Skyy strikers.
And the fact is, Jay, the winner of this game will put them in possibly quarterfinal playoff. And so this match is for everything between these two teams. And Stephen Wigg continues to bowl well. And a chance of a run out here. In fact, Dinesh Ramden has been given out. So that's the end of Dinesh Ramden, maybe casually looking for a single, which was always there. But a little too complacent, and in the end, he has lost his wicket. And so the third wicket goes down. It's 113 for 3.
113 for 3. Sky Strikers, they were going at a good rate. And Dinesh ramped in on that occasion. Not getting back in time. Third wicket down as far as Cric lanes are concerned. It'll be good for them when the run rate, it did slow down a bit, but they want that even more. It's still 113 in the 12th over. That's a really good score. A good rate that the Sky Strikers have got. And that wicket might just put the brakes on even more at this stage.
So Ravinder Paul Singh comes to the middle. Lendl Simmons on strike. Simmons gets a good delivery, hands the strike quickly over to Ravinder Paul Singh, Canadian international. So the batting strength continues to come here, Jay. Ravinder Paul Singh has played at the Canadian international level, quality player. And he comes in here with 50 balls remaining.
And that gives him some time to settle in here before he can really hit his shots, which he's definitely capable of doing. And after this, having a look at the batting list, quite the firepower becomes like Skyy, Yadra, Braid, Emmerich inside. Jesse Singh, we saw a couple of good hits from him in the last game. A dot.
So Stephen Wigg continues to mix it up here. Good variation. And we made the point, Jay, that the run rate, while slightly keeps going down, slight progress is still progress. And so far, Stephen Wigg and to a lesser extent, Yash Kangura has really pulled things back. Sky Strikers will be quite disappointed. They have not built on a very big start that they got from Mardial and Abdullah. So 12 overs gone, and it's 114 for 3, and that's the latest score here at Bowden Park. So Ronaldo Mohammed comes back into the attack. We'll take a look at his bowling figure. Would have coming into this over, Jay would have bowled 1 over for 18.
Yeah, it was that expensive over. When we saw the Sky Strikers come out all guns blazing there at the start. And that one just called a wide there down the leg side.
So Simmons walking all the way to the off stump, and in the last year or so, Jay, we've seen the big discussion. If a batsman moves, does the crease sort of move with him? How does the umpire interpret some of the modern day interpretation of the wide delivery? Swatted out in the offside. Well stopped here from Raj Nanan. And there's no run, but we saw a couple of balls ago umpire signaling wide as Simmons would have moved all the way towards the off stump.
And with that, really, I guess if the batsman moves before the ball's been delivered, that one just hits straight down the ground. Will just be the single. Outfield still a bit slow because of the rain we had yesterday. But yeah, if the batsman's going to move before the ball's been released, then I think the crease might just move with him. Now, obviously not to that far-fetched extent that if he's outside the stumps, outside off stump, then you won't move it too much. Like, it won't be proportionally moved, but a bit, I think, should be fine. That one trying to go for the cut, missing it though. Your thoughts on it, Lenny?
Yeah, there's something in the actual clause that that if a batsman in his normal guard position, now that's such a broad area of what a normal guard position is. This one through the offside of the bat of Ravinder Paul Singh, and that scurries away for a boundary. Good looking shot.
Yeah, beautifully through the covers there on that occasion. And it'll also get him off the mark. Quite the shot to get off the mark there. He's looking good.
I remember might have been 3 years or so ago I saw qualifier T20 in Bermuda, and it was Ravinder Paul Singh who scored the first century of that series. Had an amazing series for Canada in Bermuda in 2018. He's a quality player. The fact that he has had to bat at number 5 today in a powerfully put together squad certainly means nothing as to his ability. I've seen him make 100 at the international level. Ball turned away finally. That's a lovely shot from Ravinder Paul Singh. And we'll wait and see if there's no signal from the impact. Leg by is the call from the umpire. So all the excitement just for 4 leg bys. 124 for 3. 13 overs gone, Jay. So lots of cricket still to be played in the Unity Cup 2. We've got the Fire, very exciting team. Samparmi. We've seen Clarion County Asia United squad, well put together squad. On another stream you'll see them sooner or later.
Yeah, the outfield's been a bit wet on the other ground here. Right next to bowl in 19. And bowl in 18 there is that wet outfield, and so just waiting for that to dry out before that game starts. Should be a good game. And then after that, of course, here today we'll have 4 quarterfinals. The quarterfinals will be done today, this afternoon.
Jay, someone viewing the broadcast is asking who is Ravi Singh. I know the screen has him as Ravi Singh, but his correct name is Ravinder Paul Singh. He comes out of Canada, and if you look him up probably on the internet, you would see that he's played several T20 international and might have been ODI also for Canada, so he's been around, and he's a quality player. I've seen him play before many times, and he can score runs, and I wouldn't be surprised that he brings up a good score here today. He's a quality player, Ravinder Paul Singh.
Yeah, he really is, and this of course being a must-win game for the Skyy Strikers, so they'd really like to put up a big score on the board here.
And speaking of the Canadians, we've seen quite a few, depending what few really means in terms of numbers. We've seen Nikhil Dutta here, we've seen Rizwan Chima. I thought I saw the fast bowler, I forgot his name, Gallagher. And now we're Ravinder Paul Singh, pulled into the onside. Ramratan comes around, will not get there on time. And while you can't see this on your screen, it went like a rocket through the mid-wicket area. And just about 1 bounce for 4.
Yeah, there were 2 fielders there, they were close by, but not even close to stopping that one with the power that was hit from.
Lendl Simmons.
Simmons, that one. And it's gone into the bushes. We saw that yesterday. The day before, actually, Andreas Goose hit so many balls into those bushes there. The game was over quickly, but the amount of time it took to find those balls, I think, must have used at least half a dozen new ones with the way Goose was batting. They're back in the bushes, so looking for the ball again now.
Yeah, Jay, and I wonder how it is in the night.
Yeah. Especially with how far back these guys do hit the ball. Lendl Simmons, we all know the power that he possesses.
So it's 130 for 3. You're not missing any cricket action. As Jay mentioned, I see the umpires making a bit of query. Perhaps the box of ball comes out. And that looks like to be Anand Patel who runs out with a box of ball. As league officials, you become anything and everything on the park, Jay, to allow the game to continue. And the WCL president, Anand Patel, has brought out the box of ball. The umpire has made his choice, and we're just about ready to continue, but we'll have to get back those two fielders who went into the bushes. And now we'll have to send a search party to recover the other two players who went into the bush. It's a good place to take a rest, or not really? Mosquitoes in there?
I'm sure there are.
Yeah, I was in Texas in April. One of my co-commentators, when the ball goes into the bushes, he used to. I forgot to ask him when the tournament was over. Was it? But every time the ball goes into a certain area, he would call it the snake pit. And I wanted to ask him. I know Texas has a lot of snakes, so I wanted to ask him: is it really a snake pit? The snake lives there, really? Because I'm terrified of snakes. Are you?
Yeah, myself, I don't fancy them too much. But after 14 overs here, Skyy Striker is 132 for 3. Run rate slowed down, but they're still looking good. Matt, you want to come back in? I'll probably go check over there.
Okay, that's alright.
So Ronaldo Mohammed coming to bowl to Ravinder Paul Singh. 132 for 3 as we welcome Matthew back into the box. And Matt, we've seen a good fight back here from Cric Lanes, but still 133 with 35 balls. They could easily get up to 180, 190 with Simmons out in the middle.
Yeah, Lendl Simmons on Ravinder Paul Singh, anything can happen.
Fact of the matter, we saw Lendl Simmons giving a chance when he was yet to score. But all that is part of cricket. You catch some, you miss some. So far, he's been held on a tight rein. Lendl Simmons 22 of 24 balls, so he's faced more balls than he has scored. And the fact is, not too many times you'll see him scoring a run a ball. Oh, pulled into the onside from Ravinder Paul Singh. That has gone upstairs from the Canadian international.
Yeah, very good looking shot there from Ravinder Paul Singh. And you mentioned Lendl Simmons going at run a ball. Well, Ravinder Paul Singh can definitely support Lendl Simmons, and he can hit the ball at the other end. So Simmons doesn't seem to have to do much. Ravinder Paul Singh, he's hit a 6 and a 4 already, 13 of 9. Could be in for quite a show here put on by Ravinder Paul Singh. Should he stick around?
Yeah, they could get up to 190, even 200 here. Good comeback delivery here from Ronaldo. fact of the matter, Matt, we haven't seen the introduction of Raymond Ramratan yet, and you can only wonder why.
Wonder if we will at this point, given we're so late into the innings. They've used 5 bowlers exactly. The Cric lanes, Ramratan could have given them another option. But instead they decided to stick with 5 bowlers. But if you look at the 5 bowlers they've used, Keon Joseph has been quite expensive. 3 overs, 1 for 31. And Ronaldo has been very expensive as well, 2.5 overs for 34. So you might wonder, even though it's so late into the game, would you rather stick with one of those two, even though they've gone for quite a bit, or would you try and bring in someone new at this stage? 11 comes off that over. It's 143 for 3 at the end of 15. Back 3 overs for 25. His first off went for 15. He's come back very well. 2 overs for 10 after that. Ravinder Pal Singh 15 off 11. Simmons 23, a quiet 23. Big swing and a miss from Ravinder Pal Singh. So Wig starts well with the dot ball. Goes through to Hiran Patel behind the stumps.
So Ravinder Pal Singh would have represented the Canadian national team, 22 T20 international, averaging 30.4, and his strike rate 137, not bad. Oh, smashed into the onside, gone a long way, hits the fence, thankfully has gone for 6.
So Ravinder Pal Singh tees off on that one. Not the best of balls from Stephen Wigg, and Ravinder Pal Singh says, I'll help myself to 6 more. He goes up to 21, a quick 21 of 13 deliveries, and Ravinder Pal Singh could just give the Skyy Strikers the healthy end to the innings that they need.
Fact is, Cric Lanes will have to do without the service of certainly one of the top batsmen in the country, Sai Mukamala. We wish him luck today if he gets a knock with the US team.
Good comeback ball. No, the outstretched arms signals are wide. So Wig trying to force Ravinder Pal Singh to stretch for it. On that occasion, just going outside the line. And you look at the Skyy Strikers team, 28 balls to go. Still Bhaskar Yadram in the hut.
Jesse Singh, Rayad Emrit.
Yeah, they can hit the ball as well. But Ravinder Pal Singh doing his job so far. Lendl Simmons at the other end.
So the 150 is up for Skyy Strikers. And they have done well. Must-win situation for both teams. We've seen some hot team in this tournament, and Cric Lanes and Skyy Strikers are certainly two of the hottest team around. Ball worked into the onside by Ravinder Pal Singh. Continues to play a very good hand. He has scored quickly, 22 off 14. And Lendl Simmons has played a very contrasting innings here today, Matt. Usually unlike Lendl Simmons.
Yeah, he's come in the middle, which by itself is unusual. Usually at the top of the order, he's coming at 4. And he's stuck around, but hasn't been the Lendl Simmons we've accustomed to seeing. That one a wild swing and a miss. So perhaps struggling a bit here. Simmons 23 of 26, but on the other hand, he's got Ravinder Pal Singh that's been doing the job at the other end, and still the run rate is 9.6. So there is still room for Simmons to get going at some point. Partnership is still healthy, 38 of 25. Wig again trying to go outside off. This one again too wide. And it's called a wide. 3.4 overs for 34.
Matt, I'm going to ask you a question. Lendl Simmons is a top international T20 players. Have our local boys given him something to chew on, the likes of Stephen Wiggs and Yash Kangura, and perhaps to a lesser extent Raj Nanan?
They've held him down, that's for sure. And another good ball there from Stephen Wigg. Looks like they'll run through for 2 byes. Direct hit, but it was well safe, and after ricocheting off the stumps, they'll come back for a couple of runs. But yeah, they've held him down here, Lendl Simmons. He's not hitting the ball out to the playing area, and that's definitely what the Cric lanes were hoping to stop, and they've done that quite nicely here. Simmons 23 of 27. They'll take that any day. Even teams at the CPL level will take that any day, so Cric lanes will definitely take that as an achievement. Never an easy thing to slow Lendl Simmons down, that's for sure.
Fact is, 3 fours in his innings so far from Lendl Simmons. He hasn't gone over the cones. Yeah, you're right on that. If you're keeping Lendl Simmons quiet, then you have to be bowling something of substance. We've seen Stephen Wigg not afraid to try the variations. Ah, this one is a full toss, hammered down the ground. Raj Nanan, very fleet-footed, top quality fielder. Makes sure Lendl Simmons doesn't pick up another boundary, and that completes over number 16. And after 16, for our viewers, it's 155 for 3.
Yash Kangura is back. 3 overs for 20. Bowling to Lendl Simmons in this one. Dancing shoes on a bit. Powers it down for just a single. Gets Ravinder Pal Singh back onto strike on 22.
So partnership of 43 between the pair out in the middle. From the look of things, Matt, if Ravinder Pal Singh stick around not too long from now, he will surpass Lendl Simmons, who has been there for quite a few balls. Batted 4 today. Oh, waited on this one into the offside. Ramratan comes around, makes a very good save, saved the boundary, and they pick up a couple of runs. Good bit of fielding there from Ramratan. Surprisingly, he hasn't been given the ball, and not too sure if he's nursing an injury.
Well, seems to be moving quite nicely in the field. Took a very good catch and then a very good bit of fielding from Ray Ramratan.
Oh, pulled into the onside, brings up the 50-run partnership, and look at that, off the bat of Ravinder Pal Singh. And that's gone massively for 6.
Very good shot there from Ravinder Pal Singh. He got hold of that one for sure. Picks up 6. And now looking to perhaps the Skyy strikers, knowing that the mindset is to just get these final 4 overs, maximize these next 21 balls as best as you can. Ravinder Pal Singh definitely doing that here. 30 off just 16 deliveries, 3 sixes already under 4. So pressure on the youngster Kangura to deliver.
So 9 runs in this over so far. Ball cut away into the offside, looking for 2. In fact, let's see, they come back quite quickly. Ravinder Pal Singh continues to bat well. He goes up to 32 and brings the equation down to 166 with 20 balls remaining, 11 runs in this over. So you get the feeling, Matt, we saw a big start, and because we're in to see a very big ending here. The partnership has gone up to 53. Oh, stabs it out towards the offside. Ronaldo Mohammed is there. And this over, it's been a big one here for Skyy strikers. This over's gone for 12 so far, Matt. 1 final ball coming up. Lendl Simmons on strike.
Kangura's been good with his final over now, going for quite a bit.
And this is his most expensive over of the 4. And he runs in with his final ball of his spell to both to Lendl Simmons. And Simmons gets a good ball outside the off stump. Winds up asking for a wide. Umpire says no, and that will end Kangura's spell. And that's the end of over number 17. It's 167 for 3. Kangura, 4 overs, none for 32. He will take no further part as a bowler in this game. And that's the latest score here, Bowling Park.
Raj Nanan will finish up 3 overs, 1 for 24. He's bowled well. Been bowling at a completely different stage of the game now, you feel, with Ravinder Pal Singh getting his timing and Lendl Simmons just waiting to pounce, perhaps on someone looking to target, just to break the shackles a bit for him. And that one, first ball, Raj Nanan has been sent upstairs by Ravinder Pal Singh. Talk about timing, talk about hitting. And Ravinder Pal Singh gets hold of that one. He goes up to 39. What a hit.
So big shot here from Ravinder Pal Singh. And I get the feeling this is going to be a heavy scoring period here for Skyy strikers. We saw in the opening part of the innings, the likes of Mark Dial and Saeed Abdullah give them a very good start. And we could see Ravi Singh and Lendl Simmons giving them a very good ending here. 17 balls remaining, it's 173. This is a big score so far. So ball played into the offside. Not a single here for Skyy strikers. They go up to 174, Matt. Any prediction? 190 maybe?
Definitely looking like 190 is on the cards. If they get run a ball, they'll get 190, so perhaps even more than that. Simmons gets this one for a single, still unable to find the fence, but he doesn't have to. Ravinder Pal Singh is doing that for him. 40 of just 20 deliveries, 4 sixes and 1 4. Very good hand and a very good partnership this of 62 between Simmons and Ravinder Pal Singh.
So 8 runs in the over so far. Still a long way to go in this over. Smashed into the offside. Field is settling on the Ric. He takes the catch. Well judged catch. And that's the end of Ravinder Pal Singh. He falls for 40. It's 175 for 3.
Very good catch. Might be Stephen Wigg out there. Comes up with a very, very safe catch. And safe hands of Stephen Wigg as well. So Raj Nanan strikes again. He gets his second and he dismisses the dangerous Ravinder Pal Singh, but he still played a very good hand. 40 of 21 deliveries. Cric Lanes will feel they've gotten rid of a big man. But in comes arguably an even bigger one. Skyy Yadram out in the middle for the final 14 balls, and you gotta say, if he gets going straight away, he could pick up right from where Ravinder Pal Singh left off.
So Skyy Yadram walks to the middle. We've got 14 balls remaining. Lendl Simmons falls. In fact, Ravinder Pal Singh, sorry, falls for 40. Lendl Simmons is not out on 26. And Raj Nanan, he's picked up his second wicket. Got a wicket of Abdullah. And now has picked up the wicket of Ravinder Pal Singh. Skyy Yadram, has he had good form in this tournament, Matt?
Well, only one game they've played. I don't believe he made 8 in that game. So hard to judge from one game. Raj Nanan, that'll be called a wide, surely it is. Going with the quicker one there is Raj Nanan. Extras have not been on Cric Lanes' side. Totaling 20. This one is in the air. Stephen Wigg again in play, but lands short of him this time. 20 extras, 6 byes, 4 leg byes and 10 wides. Not quite disciplined bowling by the Cric Lanes. Final ball coming up for Raj Nanan. It's always gone for 10. Lendl Simmons is on 26 of 31. And a big swing and a miss to end things off. Raj Nanan, a quality over, 10 runs off it. It's 177 for 4, 2 overs left. Keon Joseph is back, 3 overs for 31. He would have bowled 3 in the power play. Has pace, but we've seen on this occasion today that pace has not gone too well. 3 overs for 31, over 10 and over. Coming back here at the end, Skyy Yadram is on 1. He'll be facing Keon Joseph. That looks like it'll be Ronaldo that might bowl the final over.
So here is Joseph, runs into ball to Skyy Yadram, and Yadram plays and misses. And the ball goes through to a familiar face in minor league cricket, isn't he? Hiren Patel. What do you make of some of the picks in this year minor league?
Well, the New Jersey Stallions featuring a lot of the Cric Lanes players, the likes of Hiren Patel, Stephen Wigg, Mukamala, although he's not here, Ray Ramratan. So definitely a very packed Stallions team. Dominic Ricky.
Jesse Singh,
although he's on the Sky Strikers team for today. And they've also brought in the likes of Daron Davis, Rovman Powell, Yadram in the air. Simple catch. And Keon Joseph picks up the wicket. Skyy Yadram just skying one in the air. And in the end, quite an easy catch. So Yadram goes for 1, it's 177 for 5.
Yeah, Keon Joseph has put some bit of respectability to his bowling analysis. He came into this over 1 for 31. He's picked up He's picked up one now, so it's 2 for 31. It looks like Jesse Singh has run to the middle. And Jesse Singh runs out quite quickly there, Matt. That as if the batting team gets penalized for slow overing.
Fast bowlers, definitely.
You take your time to warm up.
Yeah. Possibly just getting a little run up going.
So Jasdeep Singh has come to the middle, and we've seen certainly at this level, Jesse Singh can score a few, and when he does, he scores them very quickly.
And he did in the last game, which brought them very, very close. He hit a few sixes there at the end of that game against the Florida Scorpions. Just couldn't get the strike in that final over. You'd feel maybe if Jesse Singh had the strike, they would have gotten over the line. Joseph gives him a good ball. They're appealing for a caught behind. Umpire says no, and Jesse Singh will run a bye. So Simmons is back on strike, 26 of 32. And you've got to feel this is his time to go here. 9 deliveries left, 5 wickets down. He is the set man, Lendl Simmons. He's been there for quite some time, and we know he can hit the ball. He's a quality batsman in all levels of the game. So you've got to feel now is his time to attack.
The fact is, Matt, he called for that bye, and for good reason. Hiran Patel is standing all the way back. We've seen that so many times in the level of cricket. Keeper stands back. It's an opportune time for you to run by the time he collects and throw the ball. Oh, slashing shot through the offside. Fielder comes around. Will not get there in time. That's Ronaldo Mohammed. He's fast, but the ball is faster. It's 182 for 5.
Very good shot from Lendl Simmons. Is that the release shot that just gets him going? Still 2 deliveries left in this innings, looking to maximize those 2. And then the last over as well, 182 for 5. A good score this from the Skyy strikers.
So we've got 8 balls remaining, 2 in this one, and then of course somebody will bowl the final 6. Keon Joseph just outside off, dot ball. And Matt just coming back to that bye that the batsman would have run while the ball was carrying through the keeper. We saw, for example, in the IPL that at this juncture of the game, the likes of Pant and Dhoni, they'll stick one of the keeping gloves into their pants to allow them to collect the ball and really throw towards the dead end of tournaments. You've seen that a lot.
Yeah, MSD made that very famous in the World T20 one year. Now we've seen, as you mentioned, the likes of Rishabh Pant and all the other keepers emulating that. Simmons, big swing, doesn't connect. Good last couple of balls there from Keon Joseph. 5 of the over and the wicket. Good over in the context. 182 for 5. 1 over left.
So we come down to the final over. Cric Lanes and Skyy Strikers, and you are right on that. Ronaldo Ali Mohammed has been given the final 6. He's bowled 3 overs, none for 35, so he's gone to almost 12 on over. But they don't have any choice, as Jesse Singh will be the man on strike. It's 182. We made the point. 190, even touching 200 could be on the cards here. Good shot, cut away nicely here by Jesse Singh. Could they come back with 2? Dominic Ricky, he's been out of action for some time, comes in with a throw that has not gone too well. Oh, he's been given out. So Landell Simmons has been given out, and it's run out 2. So it's 187 for 6. 187 for 6.
$184 for 6. Couple of runs added to that run out of Lendl Simmons. 5 overs, 5 balls left rather.
Emirates.
Ryan Emirates is the new man in. He'll join Jesse Singh.
It's a good fight back here from Cric Lanes. But irrespective of what happens here, Matt, they will have to be chasing 9 or 10 runs and over. It looks more in the vicinity at 9. Emirates on strike. Oh, smashed into the onside. Fielder comes in. Would fall in no man's land. And that's a single here to Skyy strikers. Jesse Singh comes back into strike. 4 balls remaining.
Yeah, he'll be looking to get hold of a few of these. Ronaldo Muhammad, 3.2 overs done for 38. He's had a bit of a rough day, but he'll be looking to finish off with a very good last over.
So 4 balls remaining. Jesse Singh, known for his fast bowling ability, and he plays and he misses, and the ball goes through to Hiran Patel. And Matt, let's look ahead as we have 3 more balls into the inning. Sai Mukamala called up to bigger things here from Cric Lane. We'll have to wait and see how that impacts the chase here for Cric Lanes. Oh, into the onside. Good looking shot here from Jesse Singh. Protection out in the deep. And that's Raymond Ramratan. We haven't seen him bowl today. We haven't seen Ricardo Powell also given the ball or take the ball. He's a quality off spinner. And so far it's 186 with 2 balls remaining.
Emirates slashes this one away. Field out there. Single. So a good over this from Ronaldo to finish things off. 3.5 overs for 40. Final ball coming up, Jesse Singh. Swinging for the fences and running like your life, depending on it for sure. Usually the case on the final ball of any innings. Jesse Singh slashes it away and into the fielder's hands.
Dominic
Ricky takes the catch. So Jesse Singh is dismissed of the final ball, and a very good over from Ronaldo Muhammad to close things out. It's 187 for 7 at the end of 20.
So we'll take the in-between innings break with the latest. It's 187 scored by Skyy striker. 188 will be the winning target, and we'll join you in about 15 minutes time as we see Cric Lanes replying to 187 posted by Skyy strikers. So welcome back. We're about to restart here. Jesse Singh has been given the ball, so he will come from the far end of the ground. And Kangura will be the man on strike. Dominic Ricky is the other batsman. They need 188 from 120 balls. And Matt, welcome back. Very important game, very important result. A win here for strikers will put 3 teams with 1 win apiece. And that will put it into the dreaded net run rate. Anything could happen. As we see Jesse Singh gets ready to bowl to Yash Kangura.
Up and running with a single is Kangura. Dominic Ricky onto strike. 2 stallions going at it. Jesse Singh and Dominic Ricky. 2 US nationals going at it as well. Interesting contest this.
It's going to be important here for Dominic Ricky to give them a very good start, and I specifically would point out Dominic Ricky is a quality player, having moved up to international ranks in very short time, in the space of a year. So he will have to be a key man here. He'll be facing up to a fellow national player from the US setup, Jesse Singh. And so some familiarity, Matt, with Jesse Singh and Dominic Ricky. So Jesse Singh has delayed his second ball here with a lot of changing around. He wants to make sure he gets the field into very good position. Driven, good looking shot here from Dominic Ricky. He gets off the mark. And they come back for 2. That's a good looking shot for Dominic Ricky. He gets off the mark and running. So they will need to score at almost 9 runs and over. In fact, to be exact, 9.41 is the asking. Pulled through the onside. Good looking shot from Dominic Ricky. Very fast outfield still. And it powers away for 4.
Yeah, pulled away from Dominic Ricky. Not much of a run up here from Jesse Singh. Kind of a short run up, unlike him. But Dominic Ricky pulls that one away, gets the score up to 7. And his first boundary, and a good start here for Cric Lanes.
Yeah, they will have to keep pounding, almost 9 runs and over. Just want to let our viewers know what will happen. How important is this game? Well, it's important for all the teams. A win here for Cric Lanes will certainly put them into playoff mode, but a win here for Skyy Strikers will push 3 teams. Oh, straight back into the hands of Jesse Singh on his follow through. And Jesse Singh, he's always a very nimble player. He trains a lot. He picks up a reflex catch. And Dominic Ricky falls early for 6.
Very good catch there from Jesse Singh. Have no time to react and get yourself in a good position. In this case, Dominic Ricky hitting it straight back. And Jesse Singh in his follow through. Stretches out the 2 hands and gets it, just lands in there. And Jesse Singh picks up the big wicket, the valuable wicket of Dominic Ricky. And it's 7 for 1.
So new man comes to the middle. Ishan Sharma. And a lot is left on the others to come. Starting with the 2 out in the middle, Kangura and Sharma. So an early loss of Dominic. And now the likes of Ishan Sharma, Kangura and the rest to come. Hiran Patel, Easy Juggernaut, Ricardo Powell, Raymond Ramratan.
Very good delivery there from Jesse Singh. Ishan Sharma bamboozled by that one. 7 for 1 at the end of the first over.
So if you're joining the feed and you want to know what has happened, 187 posted by Skyy Strikers. The top scorer was Mark Dial. He got 42 from just 16 balls. Ravinder Paul Singh 40 from 21 balls. And also we saw Lendell Simmons, a very contrasting style of getting 30 today, but good enough. And Abdullah Saeed on 29. Extras were 21 for Cric Lanes, so they wouldn't be happy with the fact that they have given up some 21 extras, Matt, as Tom Barber has been given the ball, and he will come in from the come box end of the ground to bowl to Yash Kangura.
Tom Barber has his experience at the county cricket level in England, so a very good bowler, and the Skyy Strikers a very valuable asset to the Skyy Strikers team. Just strays down the leg side on this occasion. It's a wide.
So
Good take there as well from Ramdin.
International keeper Danish Ramdin. He's been around West Indies cricket for many years. Top gloveman. And as a bowler, you'll be quite happy to know that you've got a gloveman that has gone the rungs, man. That has proven himself for all the years he's played at the West Indies level. For our viewers, just I know that the camera pole is swaying slightly because it's been a windy park. Bolan has always been one of the windiest park, Matt, that we have gone to, because it's a big open space.
In the air, straight up in the air, but it lands safely. So Kangura gets a single, a quite eventful one. Gets Ishan Sharma on strike. So two youngsters here at the crease, Kangura and Ishan Sharma, and they've got a big task ahead of them, as does the rest of the Cric Lanes batting lineup.
Yeah, Matt, and even without the service of Mukamala, they'll have to make do with what is left. Still a powerful batting lineup. Ball sliding down the leg side from Tom Barber.
Given was going down the leg side, and Ishan Sharma was looking to flick. May have gotten a thin edge on that one. And Tom Barber strikes. Ishan Sharma is gone, and Cric Lanes 10 for 2 in early trouble here.
Yeah, diving take from Dinesh Ramdin. He's a quality keeper, Matt. He's played 76 tests, 139 one-day international, and 71 T20 international for the West Indies. And in all those, he's been the gloveman. Good top work here from Dinesh Ramdin. And so, second wicket goes down here for Cric Lanes. They're batting at 2 for 10. So Ram Ratan comes to the middle. Not an ideal point, Matt, for a batsman batting at number 4 to walk to the crease with just 10 runs on the board with a couple of wickets in the bag. We saw Dominic Ricky falling cheaply to Jesse Singh. And just a moment ago, Ishan Sharma getting a very thin edge from what it looks like from here. And the rest was the execution of Dinesh Ramdin.
Yeah, that's the benefit of having an international keeper. Dinesh Ramdin, anything with an edge, expect it to go into Ramdin's hand safely. This one is driven but straight to the fielder, so a good over here from Tom Barber. Has gone for 3, picked up a wicket, still 2 balls left in the over. Ram Ratan, the new man in. Him and Kangura have got a steep mountain to climb ahead of them. Still the likes of Izzy Jagannath, Ricardo Powell, Hiren Patel. This one is hit away. Runs here on the offing. They'll get a couple of runs. Will they push for 3? Looks like they will, yeah, and they'll get 3 there. So Raymond Ramratan is off and running with 3. Hands things over to Kangura. Not often you see 3 on the scorecard.
Yeah, this is a big park. It's not fast now, but it looks like it gets very quick, and the reason why it's not fast now because we've had a lot of rain yesterday and into the night. Other than that, it's a pristine field. Looks pretty good. Again, ball going down the leg side. We'll have to wait and see. He may have gotten bat onto this one. There's always that body language that tells you where the ball has come off the bat or where the batsmen are running for extras. In fact, it has come off the bat and may have eluded Dinesh Ramdin. So 2 of us gone. 15 for 2. So Jesse Singh will continue. Will come into bowl to Raymond Ramratan. Look at that, 15 for 2 on your scorecard. Want to welcome you to the feed. You're watching the Unity Cup, 2nd edition. Now, Matt, you've been to Bowling Park before. You have not been to this pitch, haven't you?
No, I've been on the one up the hill.
Yeah, we didn't know that there was a 2nd pitch down the hill. All defended into the offside by Raymond Ramratan. He's a quality player, top all-rounder. Didn't see him bowl today. Other than that, he still has an opportunity to make an impact in this game, and that's one of the things with all-rounders. They're gonna scamper for 1. The throw comes in, and thankfully it misses here from Lendl Simmons. Would have been out.
Yeah, direct hit would have definitely been out for Ramratan. So Kangura is on strike. He's on 4. 6.8 the run rate. They need 9.7. 16 for 2.
Oh, lofted into the offside. That's a lovely looking shot from Yash Kangura. And that's a lot of elegance and class. 4 runs.
Yeah, good shot up and over from Kangura. Taking on Jesse Singh and gets a good reward for it. 20 for 2. Quick lanes, that'll help them. They'll need a big partnership here from these 2.
So a classy looking shot from Kangura.
Tries to go big again and through to Ramdin. Big play in the miss from Kangura.
So Jesse Singh, as you made a point earlier on, very short run up, smashed into the offside. Has he taken the catch? Ravinder Paul Singh has come up with a very good catch. Ball struck firmly, traveling, And that's the end of Yash Kangura. Lovely catch from Ravinder Paul Singh.
Yes, it is. It is a very good catch, diving forward, similar to the one Ramratan took to dismiss Mark Dayal. And Jesse Singh picks up his second wicket. And Yash Kangura is gone, and Cric Lane's in all sorts of trouble. It's 20 for 3. Izzy Juggernaut having a little chat with Ryan Emirates on his way to the crease. There's the new man in at 20 for 3. He's coming in with a lot of work to be done. Final ball in this over for Jesse Singh. Ray Ramratan is at the non-strikers end on 4. That's this one go. A good ball to finish from Jesse Singh. 20 for 3 at the end of 3.
So Juggernaut comes out in the middle here, Matt. Spends his Saturday playing for Indore in the Millennium Second Division. And they stand at the top of the table Indore cricket on Saturday.
Well, we would definitely know a lot about Izzy Juggernaut, as we are both part of Indore. We both play with him on Saturdays. So yeah.
Topping the table, 21 teams in that division. And,
yeah, we are topping the table on that one.
Yeah, the likes of Rahi and Chand and Randy, Tony. So Tom Barber comes back into the attack. Ramratan will pick up a couple of runs here. That's a good looking shot from the young player.
Couple of runs to Ray Ramratan. He goes up to 6. Another quality player. Does everything. Bats, bowls. Didn't see him with the ball. We didn't see him with the ball in hand, but we definitely saw him in the field. And now we're seeing him with the bat. Very talented player. Lots of potential ahead of him. Still young is Raymond Ramratan.
Yeah,
he's already cemented himself as pretty much a senior player despite his age.
Yeah, you're right on that. And when you're saying senior, you really mean what he has accomplished so far in his young age. He's done it all, just waiting for that big national call-up, Matt. I'm pretty sure if he continues to play the way he's playing and his cricket has been going upwards, I'm pretty sure that will come sooner or later.
Definitely, he's got lots of years ahead of him. So Ray Ramratan, he's just got to stick with it, keep doing what he's doing, and I'm sure he'll get one in the future. Izzy Juggernaut looking to go big. Second ball misses it. Tom Barber, 1.3 over 1 for 11.
So Tom comes out originally out of Middlesex, and that's a prestigious club to play for, Matt. Your home ground is Lords, but I think now he turns out for Nottinghamshire. So a player with some bit of county experience out of England. And you would have followed some of the rosters here, Matt. Not only has the Englishmen made a trip to Virginia, but quite a few from down under.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of the Kiwis head here. The likes of Cole McConkey, captain of the Canterbury side in Super Smash. Tom Bruce, as well, captain of the Central Stags, making his way. We've also got the likes of Neil Broom, a former New Zealand international.
Peter
Peter Younghusband as well, from Wellington. Would have been part of the Potomac team, who surprisingly is already out of the competition.
Yeah, disappointing performance from Potomac. That included the likes of Trevon Griffith. Good bowling here from Tom so far. So we've seen quite a few players from New Zealand, handful from England.
South Africa. Had a lot of South Africans relocate permanently to the United States over the last few years. This one is a wide and it eludes Dinesh Ramdin and it's running away. And has that gone for 4? Yes, it has. It'll be 5 wides. So Tom Barber has just strayed a little bit down the leg side. It's kind of tarnished his bowling figures today. Final ball coming up, 9 of the over.
Yeah, ball sliding down the leg side. Even the diminutive Dinesh Ramdin couldn't get across. That has gone for 5 wides. We've seen several extras from Cric lanes when they bowl, 21 to be exact. And the game ball going down the leg side may have touched the equipment on its way through. And so that will complete over number 4. And after 4, Cric lanes chasing 188. They're batting at 29 for 3.
Rayad Emirates into the attack and he is greeted with a boundary first ball. Short ball on Raymond Ramratan, pulls that away convincingly. And a boundary to start the over here. Not a great start for Rayad Emirates. 33 for 3 in the 5th over.
Still a long way to go. They will need quite a few more of those. Ball that will have to go across and over the cone. Shouts of catch it into the offside. Ball officially played here by Ramratan. And Matt, this is the second bowler. We saw Jesse Singh off his short run. And now we're beginning to see Emirates off his short run. Is anything wrong with the run-up? Did you happen to walk past there? Did you notice?
Well, to be honest, I didn't really pay attention to the run-up. But yeah, maybe perhaps something wrong, because we've seen Tom Barber from the Combox end doesn't seem to have any problems at all with his run-up. So maybe perhaps something on that end. And we saw Keon Joseph as well from the Combox end clearly had no problems with his run-up. But we did see when Cric lanes was there, we did see Ronaldo and Stephen Wigg. It doesn't seem that they had their full length run-up by the looks of things. So I'm not sure Emirates and Jesse Singh what's wrong, as Izzy Jaggernaut struggling to get back on ball here. Can't score, he's faced 8 deliveries. Emirates has bowled a good over, a quick over for a pacer.
So 5 in the over so far. So that completes over number 5, and after 5 it's 34 for 3.
Tom Barber looks like he will be returning for his third over. He's bowled 2 overs, 1 for 17, picked up the wicket of Ishan Sharma. Ramratan and Izzy Jagannathan out in the middle. Ramratan is on 12. He's played a few good looking shots. He's only hit 1 boundary though. But Aspi rate is up over 10. This one is picked up by Ray Ramratan. And it's gone for 4. So Tom Barber, not the best of starts. One again going down the leg side, and Raymond Ramratan just picks that one up and gets it away into the leg side for 4. So a good start to the over for Ramratan and for Cric lanes.
Yeah, no benefit bowling down the leg side. Sort of a gift here from Ramratan. Lovely shot towards the backward square area. Stroke it beautifully for 4. And again goes down the leg side. So we're beginning to see some extras piling up here, Matt. Extras so far has gone up to 9. Certainly not disciplined. And I'm wondering who has really been responsible, more or less, for what has happened here. Tom Barber has now conceded 9 wides, or wides equaling 9. One would have gone for 5 in the previous cutaway. That's a lovely shot from Ramratan, running up towards the cover boundary. No one will stop that, and that's 4 good looking runs.
Yeah, very good looking shot there from Ray Ramratan. Picks up another boundary, finding the gap nicely then on this outfield. You get good reward for shots like that. Ramratan goes up to 20 off just 10 deliveries. Good ball from Tom Barber. Playing and missing is Ray Ramratan. Good partnership building here between Ramratan and Izzy Jagannathan. Both of them will have to dig deep. Got to feel they're in it for the long haul if they can stick around. 10 and over required, 145 from 87 deliveries.
So still some batting to come. Again sliding down the leg side. So Tom Barber having problem with controlling the ball here. He's gone several times down the leg side. Look at that. He has conceded 10 wides so far. One of them alone would have gone for 5, so perhaps an extra over from Tom Barber alone.
And again, straying down the leg side. Clearly something, perhaps. I'm not really sure what his plan is. Perhaps maybe trying to drift it into the pads. I'm not entirely sure, but whatever it is, it's not really working here for Tom Barber.
The fact is, Matt, it's not one of those windy days. We have seen windier days here at Bowden Park. It's been a pretty still day. Going down the wrong line and
giving Dinesh Ramdin a lot of work behind the stumps. Having to skip across quite a bit. Better ball from Barber. Gets a single. Ramratan. Jagannathan is on strike now. Hasn't got off the mark yet.
And the fact is, Matt, when as a bowler you're bowling wides and bowling no ball, that mental pressure of running up and bowl, it takes focus from your good bowling, and then you run up and all that you're concentrating, well, I need to bowl a good ball into the offside. Good looking shot here from Jagannathan. They will come back for a couple of runs. And so a better ball here from Tom Barber, but a good looking shot from Izzy Jagannathan. He picks up his first set of runs. And
additionally, adding on to your point about the mental advantage, the mental disadvantage rather, of bowling a lot of extras. The first 2 legal deliveries of the over he bowled, both went for 4 off the bat of Ray Ramratan, and now Izzy Jagannathan getting a couple of runs. So the legal balls he has bowled in this over hasn't really worked out for him, Tom Barber. Oh, and that's a very good shot. Izzy Jagannathan picks that one up all the way for 6. A short ball from Tom Barber, and Izzy Jagannathan pounces on that one, sends that one flying. 20 of the over, big over that for Cric lanes. It's 54 for 3 at the end of 6.
Yeah, lovely shot from Izzy Jaggernaut. Timed it well. It was short and pulled into the onside. And you're right on your point. When he's not bowling wide, he's gone for runs. Tom Barber. So he's bowled 3 overs, no midden, 1 for 37. 54 for 3 at the end of 6. And that's the latest score here at Bowden Park.
So bowling change. 54 for 3. Akhilesh Budagum comes into the attack. Man out of Atlanta. Played for the Atlanta Fire. Tall spinner. Definitely gets that bit much more of an angle, more of a bounce because of the height.
Yeah, Matt, you're right on that. One of the few off spinners we see in T20 cricket. And we were talking last night, the off spinners are a rare breed these days. Leg by is a signal from the umpire. So Akhilesh Budugum, and he's become a much sought player since the days of minor league. Saw him in Houston, Texas, and I'm pretty sure he'll later on make his way to like tournaments like the US Open, and then of course the return to minor league play. So 56 for 3, Akhilesh Budugum, the off spinner, runs into ball to Ramratan. Ramratan gets a good delivery, lots of turn there.
Yeah, and then just rising up on him there. Again, you see that extra bounce that Akhilesh will offer compared to other spinners. Catching Ramratan in all sorts of trouble there, awkward one. Swept away by Ray Ramratan. Protection out there though. Easy single, handing the strike over to Izzy Jaggernaut, who's played some decent looking shots now, finally getting some timing, looks to get to a big knock here. Played quite a decent hand in the last game for Cric Lanes, could have gotten quite a valuable 21. In the context of the game was not a bad knock. Edged away, might get a couple of runs here. Hurrying back, rammed in, takes the bails off, and Izzy Jaggernaut might be short here, and it looks like he is, and a run out. Dinesh Ramdin, they took on the fielder, was a very good pick up and throw, and then Dinesh Ramdin, international gloveman, very experienced gloveman, and he executes the run out, and Izzy Jaggernaut will have to walk back to the pavilion. He's gone for 10. It's 58 for 4. And the Skyy Strikers strike again.
Yeah, it always going to be tough taking on the arm of, it appears to be Saeed Abdullah. And then the gloveman, as you mentioned, Matt, Dinesh Ramdin. So the 4th wicket falls. 58 for 4. Izzy Jaggernaut was beginning to time the ball and get things going, but that's the end of him. 58 for 4 as a new man comes to the middle. So Ricardo Powell comes to the middle. Yes, it is the Ricardo Powell who would have played for the West Indies.
And two Atlanta men facing off here at Akhilesh Budagum and Ricardo Powell, both with the Atlanta Fire last year. Not this year though, by the looks of things. Perhaps Ricardo Powell, not entirely sure yet where he's headed. Could be going to Lightning, could end up back with the Atlanta Fire. But 58 for 4 at the end of 7. 10 runs and over, exactly 10 runs and over is needed from here on out for the Cric Lanes to emerge victorious. They've lost 4. Ricky, Kangura, Ishan, and most recently Izzy Jaggernaut. But still batting to come, Ramratan and Ricardo Powell at the middle right now. Hiren Patel still to come. Raj Nanan can hit the ball, Stephen Wigg can hit the ball. So they definitely bat deep. Ronaldo's pretty handy.
So they require exactly 10 runs and over. They're going at 8.2. And the fact is, a bit of worry, Matt, has to be with the fact that they've lost 4 wickets. Those 4 that you just mentioned there. So Riyad Emrit switches in and takes over from Tom Barber. I think that's a good move.
Yeah, Tom Barber has been struggling a bit in terms of his wides and perhaps just saving one for later on in the innings. Emrit into the attack, 1 over for 5.
So Ramratan settles and wait for Emirates' second spell. Ball cut away into the offside. Could be looking for a couple of runs. Fielder does well to keep the scores to only a single. And the singles that bring Ricardo Powell onto strike for the first time on this end. His second ball when he faces up to Emirates.
In the air, and fielder stretching a hand out, hoping it would stick.
Simmons.
Lendl Simmons with the effort, just wide of him. Did he get a hand on it? Maybe by the looks of it. He's feeling that few fingers there, so may have gotten a bit of a sting on that. Played up to him again, and this one from right Emirates. A good over. A good start to the over here from Emirates. 2 singles on a dot ball. They'll take that, given the required rate is at 10 and over. If you're preventing the boundaries, you're doing well for the Sky Strikers. That's all it is. This one is played up for another single to Ray Ramratan. Ricardo Powell on strike. Ricardo Powell can hit the ball and he can hit it a long way. But he's coming in. 8th over, still a long way to go. So he'll have to do a lot more to hit the ball, you'd feel. He'd have to pace his innings nicely, stick around with Ramratan.
So tidy over so far from Emirates, realizing they need almost 11 runs and over. And they're going just about 8, so it's a bit of a gap as Raymond Ramratan, he's batted well so far considering what has happened. We made a point, he's a top quality player, so we're not surprised. Driving well, passes Abdullah. Abdullah is running quickly after the ball. And made a valiant attempt, but will not hold on to that one, and that one goes away for 4.
Yeah, valiant effort to pull that one back into play, Abdullah. Skyy just not enough on it to get it. 66 for 4 at the end of 8 overs. Ramratan on 28 and Ricardo Powell on 2. Akhilesh Budagum will continue. First over for 3, so rightly so. He's given another over. He's bowled well. That one rising high up on Ramdin, and Ricardo Powell looking for a big slash. Not connecting.
And that is interesting. Both Ricardo Powell and Dinesh Ramdin these days plays for the Lightning franchise that has done extremely well in the short time they've assembled together. The Lightning would have won the Atlanta Open in October and would have gotten into the final of the Houston Open in April. So not bad turnaround of fortunes in just a short space of time. And as in the case of Ricardo Powell will probably look back at his international career and would have played one of the most important tests of West Indies cricket. And you might be wondering, what is the most important test of West Indies cricket? Well, he was on the same team and batted in the same innings when Brian Lara made 400 runs. He played in that test.
Can't get better than that.
Cannot get better than that. There has never been a man to score 400 in a test match. It was done by Brian Lara, and Ricardo Powell played in that game. So 69 for 4, we are in the 9th over. Akhilesh Budugum, quality off spinner, comes into bowl to Ramratan. Ramratan works this one into the onside. That will complete over number 9. And after 9, Cric Lanes chasing 188. They are batting a 70 for 4 at the end of 9. So Bhaskar Yadram introduced into the attack. Starts well, a ball that is making some bit of height here. And Ramratan does well to keep the ball in play. It's 70 for 4.
Yeah, Bhaskar Yadram, the 5th bowler being introduced here by Skyy Strikers, coming in the 10th over. Quality all-rounder. Didn't see him with the bat. Can definitely still deliver with the ball. That one again rising up. A good ball there from Yadram, managing to execute a lot of bounce here on Ray Ramratan. He's a big man, Bhaskar Yadram, rises up high.
Yeah, Bhaskar Yadram is certainly put on his added weight to the muscles that he carries. Strong shoulders, very tall man. Ball cut away. That's a good looking shot from Raymond Ramratan. He continues to carry this fight to the Skyy Strikers team. A good shot for a couple of runs.
Good work out there. Might be Tom Barber. Saved a boundary. Couple of runs to Ray Ramratan. He's been the only one carrying somewhat of a fight here for Cric Lanes. 33 of 26. Him and Izzy Jaggernaut formed a decent partnership of 38, but it's long been broken. Ramratan goes big. And Ramratan goes upstairs for 6. Very good looking shot from Ray Ramratan, and they'll need a lot more of those. There's one of them, and a very valuable 6 that.
Yeah, big shot from Raymond Ramratan, short on, pulled and hammered out of the playing area by some yards. Maybe 100 meters, Matt? 102, 104 meters? Went a far way. And that's a good looking shot from Ram Ratan. He continues to bat well.
Nicely driven, but very good fielding there. Yadram, 8 off the over. 2 and 6. Good work there by Akhilesh Budagum to stop some runs there. Ramratan is on 39. He gets a good ball, can't score again, so not a bad over, just a 6. And a couple of runs there from Yadram, 8 off it. The 6 ruined it for him. Otherwise a solid over. 78 for 4 at the end of 10.
So Ricardo Powell on strike, Akhilesh Budagum. The off spinner continues. And ball stroked into the offside, an easy single. And brings Raymond Ramratan, who's batted extremely well, carrying the fight here to Skyy strikers. So a long way to go here from 4 Cric lanes. They need 108 from 58 balls. And it is over so far. Runs coming by single. Good, excellent bowling here from Akhilesh Budagum. Ramratan goes up to 40, as you can see on your card there. Off 30 balls. He's batted well. Cric lanes would have lost some early wickets earlier on, so not a single here to Ramratan. This has been a very good over here from Akhilesh. So far 4 balls, he's only given up 4 singles in the over, Matt. This has been a quality one from the tall off spinner.
Pulls out on this occasion. Yeah, he's kept things very quiet. He's bowled very well. 2.4 overs for 11. That's more than enough given the run rate is 11.3, the asking rate. Ricardo Powell gets hold of that one. Bit of a loosener from Akhilesh Budagum, and given the treatment, Ricardo Powell hammers that one for 6.
Yeah, you can never count Ricardo Powell out of any cricket match. He still can strike the ball. He still can play some handy innings. And while this one today might be a very tough one, Ricardo Powell can still play at this level. Look at that, consecutive 6s straight down the ground this time. Ricardo Powell on fire, 94 for 4.
Effortless as well. Both of those 6s straight down the ground, easy as you like, 94 for 4. Yadram will continue. His first of 1 for 8. News out of the US and Scotland. Skyy Mukamala will get his debut cap, so congratulations to Skyy Mukamala. I'm sure the Cric Lanes boys will be very happy for him. Yadram gets one outside off. Ramratan looking to slash and slash hard, doesn't connect with anything. 94 of 53 deliveries remaining, still a long way to go, but we just saw two very good sixes from Ricardo Powell off of Akhilesh Buragum, so things can change in just a matter of a few overs, just a matter of balls sometimes even. A cricket match can change. Yadram. Ramratan chips it in the air. Syed Abdullah runs around. Will be one. Ricardo Powell on strike. He's on 17 of 9 deliveries. He's looked pretty destructive. He's hit 2 monster sixes from Akhilesh in the previous over. Walked away to the leg side from Powell. Leg by. So Ramratan will be on strike on 42, nearing that half century. But they'll need to up that run rate. Cric lanes still going at 8.3. The Australia is 10.8. Still need more than that. Yadram to Ramratan on a good ball, goes through to Dinesh Ramdin. Good bowling this, a good over here from Skyy Yadram, just a 2 off it.
So Ramratan equals Mark Dial's 42 earlier on, so we haven't seen a 50 in this match. So he's on the cusp of becoming the man with the highest individual score so far, but still batting to come. And those are, Matt, those are the sort of like the missed milestone that you miss from time to time. Who's the highest individual score of this particular match? Well, it could be Raymond Ramratan, but he's still on 42, tied with Mark Dial. This has been a very good over here from Skyy Yadram. You look at what has happened so far. He's only given up, what, a couple of runs in this over?
One of them won't be credited to him being a leg by, but still all to play for here. Run rate is still a thing. Ramratan slashes this one away. Oh my word! No way! What a catch that is! Raymond Ramratan. You've got a feel for him there. Who would have thought to get out in such a fashion? What a catch! That is spectacular. The fans unfortunately won't see it, but for those at bowling, what a catch that was. Goodness me.
Well, Jesse Singh, just to describe what has happened, Jesse Singh ran to his right and had to make a lot of ground, and the ball was traveling quite quickly. He dove side of the ball, held on to it with both hands, and took an amazing, magnificent catch. Probably the catch of the tournament. We haven't seen every catch here, Matt, but beat that.
That's gotta be it. We haven't seen a lot of the catches here, but Jesse Singh has just pulled off an absolute blinder of a catch.
Yeah, an amazing catch from Jesse Singh. He's a quality fielder, Jesse. So while the wicket certainly would have gone to Skyy Yadram, how much of that wicket is credited to Jesse Singh?
I think all catches are worth a 50-50 split.
Yeah, especially one like that. It looks like Hiran Patel, the keeper, is coming to the middle. And the Skyy strikers in a strong position here, Matt. And that would essentially means that Skyy could be one of the teams advancing out of this group. And we'll have to wait and see what happens with regards to the second place team. From our understanding is a couple of teams coming out from the group.
In the air, Abdullah almost would have been another great catch had he gotten to that one. It was a tough chance. But I guess Jesse Singh has showed us anything is possible. Abdullah, that occasion was always dying on him. Good effort in the end.
Yeah, you're right on that. Abdullah also nearly took a spectacular catch. Perhaps not as spectacular as Jesse Singh, but still would have been an excellent catch himself. So Skyy strikers have put together a big squad, Matt, and so far they're holding up and doing pretty well. They could walk away with a win here. 99 for 5, still 89 to win from 46 balls. You never, one of the things I've learned with T20 cricket, you never write off a game. We have done a lot of commentary and sometimes we would write a game off only to find out at the very end. We saw one a couple of weeks ago in the Bangladesh League up in New York. That game decided on the very last ball that needed to go for 5. It went for 6. So you never turn your back on a T20 match, this one including. So ball worked into the onside. Herein gets off the mark with 1 and brings the equation down to 88 from 43 balls. And man, when you look at that equation, 88 from 43 ball, for example, if you look at a tournament of like IPL and you realize this is still a possibility that the batting team will bring this home.
Yeah, you've got to feel that still things can happen. 12.5 and over. But still, things will have to be done very quickly now. It was a good over there from Emirates. 13 done, 100 for 5.
So Bhaskar Yadram, 100 for 5, continues. Start with a white ball going down the leg side. Extras is now gone up to 14, so they're not too far off. Cric Lanes gave up 21 and already we've seen a healthy 14 from Skyy strikers.
I'm not sure that's something you'd want to be
proud of.
Yeah. We saw Cric Lanes with 21 extras. I'm not sure that's something Skyy strikers will want to be nearing.
Yeah, we've seen it. We've seen good cricket today. We've seen a couple of players falling on 42. Mark Dial and Raymond Ramratan.
Mark Dayal was caught off Raymond Ramratan for that 42. Ramratan went on to make 42, and then again was a good catch from Ramratan to dismiss Mark Dayal, and then it was an even better catch from Jesse Singh to dismiss Ramratan. Absolute blinder. One for 11, Skyy Yadram in 2.2 overs. He's done very well. His previous over went for 2, one of them being a leg by, so on his record, only 1. .86 of 40 deliveries. Things they've got to go big, and they've got to go now. You feel, I mean, there's still 6 overs left after this, but don't want to save everything for right till the end. Powell, big play and a miss. Good bowling continues from Skyy Yadram. Just a 2 off this over.
So 86 to win from 39 balls. Ricardo Powell, still a very quality player. Skyy Yadram, he's had a very good bowling spell so far. Not a big swing and a miss. Messing with the timing here of Ricardo Powell.
Ricardo Powell slices this one through. Abdullah runs around. It'll just be 1. So Yadram has gone for 4 in this over. Two balls left.
So Hiran Patel, part of the Stallion squad. Is he going back this year there? Yeah, he's a keeper. So ball eased into the onside. Runs coming by ones and twos. More ones. Skyy Yadram, he's bowled well. 2.5, 1 for 14. He's been quite miserly so far. And we'll come into bowl to Ricardo Powell, who's seen it all, having played at the international level, and these days still part of a batting strength of any team.
In the air from Powell, didn't get all of that one. Get a couple of runs. So 7 off of the over from Skyy Yadram. It's 1 of 7 for 5 after 14.
So Jesse Singh comes back with his second spell, 2 for 12 off 2 overs bat. Very impressive at the top. Would have picked up the wicket of Kangura and Dominic Ricky, essentially removing the top order. Pulled into the onside. Lovely shot from Ricardo Powell. Only picks up a single. In fact, Hiren Patel, sorry, is the batsman. Hands the strike over to Ricardo Powell. 8 to win from 35. So 79 to win from 34 balls.
Jesse Singh has started this over quite nicely. Just 3 singles. Now bowling to Ricardo Powell, who's got to get some more big hits going. 78 from 33, 14 and over. Big swing and a miss. Dot ball from Jesse Singh. Cric Lane starting to fall away here in terms of their scoring rate. Powell, high and handsome, all the way for 6. Ricardo Powell gets hold of that one. That's his third 6. And Jesse Singh was a good over until that point. Ricardo Powell launches that one into the bushes.
Yeah, good flick shot here from Ricardo Powell. And you get the feeling might be a little too late, but you never know. Couple of big sixes. Shots like that can really pull things back, so certainly it's never impossible. As Ryan Emmerich has well, that's not Emmerich, but fielder retrieves the ball. In fact, it is Emmerich who has retrieved the ball. Ricardo Powell is on 30. The partnership is 20 between the pair out in the middle.
Goes again, it's in the air, Ryan Emmerich. Has he taken it? Yes, he has. So Ryan Emmerich comes up with the catch right on the edge of the boundary. Ricardo Powell with a monster 6, and now he has to depart. Ryan Emmerich, that's experience for you right there. Very well judged catch, and that's the big wicket that they were looking for. Ricardo Powell is gone. And is that the wicket that the Skyy strikers needed to put that game to bed?
Yeah, a very big blow again. So Ricardo Powell, perhaps the only thing standing between a win for strikers and Cric Lanes departs. As a new man comes to the middle, still a long way to go. 72 to win from 30 balls.
72 needed off 5 overs. Ronaldo Mohammed, he'll need to pull out some CR7 magic. Hiren Patel is on 5, Ronaldo New at the crease. Tall ask here as Skyy Yadram continues, he'll bowl out. 3 overs, 1 for 16, he's bowled very well today. 14.4. Good start from Yadram here, and Patel can't get bat on ball. 72 of 29 deliveries.
Yeah, Yadram has bowled well. He's in his 4th over. He's only given up 16. He's picked up 1. So impressive returns from Skyy Yadram. So teams warming up in the distance. We'll try to pick up who will play here next. Lots of game on tap. And what essentially will happen, we've seen very good cricket, but we'll head on to the quarterfinal stage. Skyy Strikers have done well. They've lost their opening game, but strong in this one. Pulled into the onside. That's a lovely looking shot. Finds the gap from Hiren Patel. And that has gone away for 4. Much needed boundary here for Cric Lanes. But it could be that they're falling a little bit short here. 68 to win from 27 balls, Matt.
A very good looking shot from Hiren Patel. Short one from Skyy Yadram and pulled away for 4. They'll need a lot more of those here. Cric Lanes, 68 of 27 deliveries, but as you mentioned a few overs ago, never take your eyes off a T20 game.
Yeah, Hiren Patel, we saw him in the minor league. He's a much then a capable batsman, but maybe the asking rate of 15 and over.
Dancing shoes on, but unable to make any contact there. Good bowling here from Yadram. Continues, just a 4 in the over. 68 from 26.
Yeah, Yadram has done exactly what is needed here from Skyy Strikers. And the boys have done well, posting 187, Matt. It was always going to be a good score on the conditions here. We saw a good batting from Mark Dial and Lendl Simmons towards the end. And now it comes down to 68 to win from 26 balls. So, cut away. Good looking shot here from Hiren Patel. Will pick up only a single and brings Ronaldo Ali Mohammed for the first time.
Ronaldo you have to face. He'll have to get going straight away, you'd feel. 16.08 the asking rate. 67 of 25 deliveries. Skyy Yadram has been very good. 3.5 overs, 1 for 21. Keep in mind the Skyy Strikers will have, both these teams will have run rate in mind as well. Skyy Strikers will be looking to keep the tight bowling going. Cric Lanes will be looking to push this game as far as possible. Ronaldo works this one away. It'll just be a single to end the over. 122 for 6, 66 and 4 overs.
We're there fun. We came to support you guys. Thank you.
For good work, yeah?
Thank you.
That's great. How old are you?
14.
Wow, excellent. Keep it up, right?
Thank you. Hassan Mushtaq for the first time. We haven't seen him. 66 in 23 deliveries.
So Mushtaq giving the ball, Ronaldo Mohammed on strike. The ball tugged into the onside, is gone all the way, and that has gone upstairs, Matt.
Yeah, Ronaldo Mohammed sending one into the bushes. Still a long way to go. 60 from 22 deliveries. Unlikely, but still possible. You never know. 16.3 to win in terms of asking rate. They're going at 7.8. Hassan Mushtaq in for the first time. Cric Lanes might look to target him. Ronaldo Mohammed, he's hit 1-6 already. Goes again. Ronaldo Mohammed, is this good enough? No, it's not. It's into the hands of Abdullah Saeed. Takes a simple catch, and Ronaldo is gone. Trying to hit a similar shot for 6, a short delivery, but in the end it's not enough on it, and Syed Abdullah takes a simple catch as Ronaldo walks back.
Yeah, Matt, no fault on Mohammed's at all. That is what is required at this point, to swing for the fences, and he did exactly that. And we all know in cricket how difficult it is to hit boundaries, and even more difficult to hit them consistently as needed here. With 60 to win from 21 balls, Raj Nanan walks to the middle.
Raj Nanan is quite a handy batsman. Surprised he's in this late for the Cric Lanes, but powerful lineup Cric Lanes, so they do bat deep. Raj Nanan, he can bat as well, but again, the asking rate might just be a little too much. Hiren Patel and Raj Nanan. Raj Nanan would have played for the Manhattan Yorkers. Hiren Patel for the Stallions. Hassan Mushtaq. .6 wicket.
So ball stroked up towards the offside from Raj Nanan, requiring 17 runs and over. We know who's ahead here.
Raj Nanan, someone who likes to stroke things around a little bit. Not sure this is the equation for that. You'll have to get going straight from ball 1, which is never easy. Hiren Patel looking to work this one away. Pick up a single. That'll end the over. It's 8 off it. 58 required in 3 overs. Skyy strikers well ahead.
So Emirates will continue. It's 130 for 7. Single here to Hiren Patel brings Raj Nanan onto strike. And things are winding down. What will happen essentially in this in this group mat is that 3 teams will tie. Then we'll go to net run rate. So the big question is at what margins is good for the winning team to get here. It's always a bit of complex calculation, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's a tricky thing sometimes. Especially given the Skyy Strikers look like they might be winning this. If the Cric Lanes had won this game, which is still possible but unlikely, I'm sure the organizers would have had a much easier time dealing things.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons book scoring has certainly made way for electronic scoring. And what essentially has happened is that every time I run a score, it tabulates into decimal points and some into whole numbers at times, and so you can pick up those numbers if you can spend some time and follow the calculations on their website, WCL Cric Clubs, and you can probably pick up all those information. Those are very important things to do. Yeah, we look at the net run rate situation, and Cric Lanes has a very healthy net run rate number. It's a positive one to begin with. So we'll have to wait and see how it all ends up. 4 runs in this over so far. This has been a very good one here from Riyad Emrit. And it's 134 for 754 from just over 2 overs remaining. Oh, smashed into the offside, up and over, off the bat of Hiren Patel, and that has gone for a maximum. It's 140 for 7. So Hassan Mushtaq continues. Ball not timed here by Raj Nanan. He gets a single out towards the offside. And that'll take the score up to 141 for 7. So 47 from 11 balls. So a good looking shot here from Hiren Patel. Fielder out in the deep. Only a single. It's 142 for 7. This is the 19th over. So 10 deliveries remaining, 46 to get. Raj Nanan slapping this one into the offside. Only a single. And a single that brings the equation down to 45 to win from 9 balls. So Abdullah comes in, takes the catch. Well judged catch from Abdullah Saeed. And that's the end of Hiren Patel. So another wicket falls. It's 143 for 8. So things are falling apart here for Cric Lanes. Certainly out of lane, and so Another wicket goes down. 143 for 8. So Stephen Wigg comes to the middle. And 45 to win from 8 balls. Doesn't seem like it will happen today. So Wigg on strike. So ball worked into the onside. Easy single here for Stephen Wigg. So 7 balls remaining. So we'll give you an update who will play next here. It's we'll take a look at our good friend here will help us out. I do see a couple of teams warming up. Ball worked into the offside, and so that will complete over number 19. And after 19, it's 145 for 8. 43 needed from the next over. 40. So lots of cricket still to be played. We'll be coming down to the business end. Fire will take on Stallions X in the next match. What promises to be a very exciting one. All the matches are. Fire sports a very big lineup. We'll run through some of those names. And then of course we've got Cavaliers. Very powerful team. So the Fire team of course includes the likes of Cornet Dry, Andre Gauss, Carmela Rue, Christopher Barnwell, Everett Dyer, Milanta, Zain Saeed, Sami Islam. So Jesse Singh will bowl the final over here. Will come into bowl to Raj Nanan. 145 for 8. They still need 43 runs. Big appeal, ball going down the leg side. More of a trying to catch the umpire off guard. Or maybe a distraction of a ball that has gone down the leg side for a possible wide. In the end, the umpire not moved. So brilliant sunshine here. I wonder why the other game hasn't been played. Is the ground wet still over there?
Yeah.
So they'll start later on. So ball worked into the leg side here by Raj Nanan. 42 to win from 44 balls. From 4 balls, sorry. It looks like Skyy strikers all the way at the moment. Bit of evasive action and from Stephen Wigg, gets a single. A couple of runs here for, in fact, they come back for a couple of runs. A very tight call, but in the end the umpire says not out. A couple of runs here for Raj Nanan. Takes him up to 9. It's 149 for 8. And so 39 to win from just 2 balls. So we have seen another very good game contested here in the Unity Cup 2nd edition. It's 149. Just a couple of balls remaining to end this game. Four runs in this over so far. Raj Nanan on strike. Here's Jesse Singh. So we've seen 16 extras from the innings of Skyy Strikers. They have conceded some 16 extras. So on the tall side, we saw 21 conceded by Cric Lanes when they bowled. Oh, lofted over the offside. Long chase here for Mushtaq. In fact, he gives up the chase. If there ever was one, and that goes away for 4. Good looking shot from Raj Nanan. And so 34 to win. 1 ball remaining. Impossible to get. But teams still will be playing for some not net run rate advantage. Still another team has to come from this group. It appears Skyy Strikers will be one of the team. So there's still things to play for. So swatted out in the onside, Abdullah. In fact, Yadram is the fielder. That will complete things. And Skyy Strikers have won this match. They have won by 32 runs. And so that's the latest. Cric Lane goes down. And so that essentially means 3 teams will have the same amount of points. And it will come back to the best 2 net run rate team. It appears to be Skyy Strikers and Cric Lanes may oh, 1 team coming from this group. Oh, okay. So if it's just 1 team, it'll have to be Skyy Strikers. All right. So that I'm pretty sure that the website will be updated. We don't have all the information, and we don't make all the calls. We're just assuming things, and we'll have to wait until those final numbers are updated on the website. So thanks for tuning in. We thoroughly enjoy your company, and I hope you did. And the next match will pit Fire will take on Stallion next. Until then, we'll take a short break and resume when cricket does so. So 2 games to go. We still have
5 games left today.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a long day of cricket. All right, so stay tuned to Unity Cup 2. A lot more cricket coming. Until then, we're going to take a short break and be back when cricket resumes here at Bowland Park in Virginia.